till airtime. Studios, when you hear, please start your archive recording. Stations, you're coming up on 30 seconds until airtime. On my mark, 30 seconds until airtime. And there it is, so please start your archive recording. Mark, 30 seconds stations. Your next and final time cue will be with 15 seconds until airtime. Stations, please be advised that you must disable your streaming to websites and apps during this IMG broadcast. Coming up on 15 seconds until airtime, Mark, 15 seconds stations. Have fun.
The following is a presentation of the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network. This is where the dogs play.
Shakes and bakes, drives, high kiss off the glass, blocked at the rim. Oh, nasty block.
You got to be at your very best every night.
Driving one-handed, pulls up for a three at the horn. Oh, yeah! And a two-handed monster dunk down the lane. Alley-oop, oh, yeah!
Welcome to the Grindhouse Killer Burgers Bulldog Courtside Show. Live fast, eat well with Grindhouse Killer Burgers. Now to Courtside along with Chuck Dowdle. Here's the voice of the Bulldogs, Scott Howard.
Hi again, everyone, and Happy New Year. Welcome to another night of Georgia Bulldogs basketball. Tonight from Stegman Coliseum, the half-century home of the Dogs here in Athens. Georgia plays its final non-conference game before SEC play begins on Saturday and is playing its final game of 2018 calendar year. Tom Crean's Bulldogs, 7-4 overall coming into tonight. They won 4 of their last 5 games, including a 70-59 whipping of Georgia Tech in the Dogs' most recent outing 8 days ago. The Christmas break is over now. Tonight the Dogs will face the Umass Minutemen in the second meeting in this brief series. Umass with a record of 7-5 this year as they play for the first time ever in Athens. They beat the Bulldogs in Amherst last year, 72-62. Georgia hopes to close out 2018 and usher in the new year with its 8th win of the season tonight as the Bulldogs and the UMass Minutemen are coming up here on the Bulldogs Sports Network. Our Bulldogs Courtside Show is brought to you by Grindhouse Killer Burgers. Live fast, eat well with Grindhouse Killer Burgers. Chuck Dowdle joins me when we return to Stegman Coliseum right here on the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Did you know Georgia is one of the leading producers of pecans in the entire world? That's how hard Georgia farmers work to help cultivate the state's economy. And that's why Georgia Farm Bureau cultivates farmers with agricultural research and assistance programs and access to benefits that save families money, like home and auto insurance. You can join online for just a few bucks a year. So, get cracking.
Hi, Georgia fans. I'm Scott Howard here for UPS. Your customers want more from your business. You've got to make more happen, whether they're in Athens, Georgia, or on the other side of the world. Globally or locally, UPS is building solutions to help businesses give their customers exactly what they want. More. Made easy. UPS, official logistics company of Georgia Athletics.
The Dogs are heard right here. This is the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Hey Bulldog fans, with Aaron's, having what you want is much easier than you think. Because now you can lease to own all the brands you love in furniture, electronics, and appliances. Yes, all those things you've always dreamed of. At Aaron's, you don't need credit, and you have flexible payment options so you can pay little by little until you own it. Plus, delivery and setup are free, so you can just focus on enjoying. Visit us in-store or at aarons.com and discover for yourself how easy it is to have what you want. Certain restrictions apply. See store for details.
Every year, thousands overpay for a used car. They're left feeling disappointed, ashamed, and alone. Traditional pricing books only add to the confusion, offering only guesstimates and ranges. Carfax has a better way. When you search used cars at Carfax.com, you get the most accurate price based on the Carfax report, so you never have to overpay on a used car again. Start your used car search today at Carfax.com.
Welcome back to the Bulldogs Courtside Show, brought to you by Grindhouse Killer Burgers. Live fast, eat well. Grindhouse Killer Burgers, along with Chuck Dowdle and our producer-engineer tonight, Adam Gillespie. And in our Piedmont Healthcare Network studios, Cabell Philpott, I'm Scott Howard. We are here at Stegman Coliseum for the final game of this calendar year 2018, the Dogs and Umass. And Chuck, this Umass team, a lot of new faces from the ones we saw last year, but some of the guys they bring back were big players in that 10-point win they had over the Dogs up there last season.
Yeah, no question about it. Pierre was one, and the other one,
Pipkins.
Yeah, those two
Pipkins.
kids, those two guards lit us up last year. They were a handful, but you're right. They've still got that big guy that looks to me like he can't get up and down the floor, but he does. And if you'll recall last year, he gave us a tough time. But you know what, Scott? This can't be about UMass. This has got to be about Georgia. We got to finish out this, what I call the preseason strong, with 5 out of our last 6 with victories, and then go into this conference schedule that starts in January, because it's going to be tough right out of the gate, and we need momentum.
7-4 Georgia, 7-5 UMass on the way tonight. Stay with us. We'll hear more from Cabell Philpott in the Piedmont Healthcare Network studios next as the Courtside Show continues here on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
Hurry to Kroger right now for 4 days of digital deals. Through Monday, you'll find big savings for your New Year's celebrations. You can take home essentials like select 20 and 24 packs of Coca-Cola. They're on sale for only $4.77. Just visit Kroger.com or the app and download your digital coupons today. You can use them up to 5 times in one transaction. But hurry, this sale ends Monday. Fresh food, low prices at Kroger.
If you're looking for smart ways to save money, just stop by your neighborhood Kroger. Right now, it's time for the Buy 5, Save 5 event. Just choose from a great selection of participating items. And when you buy any 5, you'll save $5 instantly at checkout. Choose from select items like Doritos, Ocean Spray Cranberry Juice, Pepperidge Farm Goldfish, and lots more. Go to Kroger.com or use the app for more info. The Buy 5, Save 5 event is on now. Fresh food, low prices at Kroger.
This is the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Ask yourself, if you built a van for your business, where would you start? At the beginning, of course, with the people who invented the work van over 100 years ago, Mercedes-Benz. You'd give your new Mercedes-Benz Sprinter advanced technology and safety to keep you connected and protected. You'd make it available in diesel and gas, and there would be thousands of configurations and upfits to choose from. You build it right here in the USA, because your one-of-a-kind business deserves nothing less than a van that's built for you. Introducing the all-new Mercedes-Benz Sprinter, the safest, most innovative Sprinter yet, starting at just $33,790. Built for you, the all-new Sprinter, built in the USA. Mercedes-Benz, vans, born to run.
MSRP excludes all options, taxes, title, registration, transportation charge, and dealer prep fee. Options, model availability, and actual dealer price may vary. See dealer for details about costs and terms. Equipment described as optional. 2019 Mercedes-Benz Sprinter available soon.
Welcome back to the Grindhouse Killer Burgers Bulldog Courtside Show. Now, scores and highlights from around college basketball. Let's go inside the Piedmont Healthcare Network studios. Here's Cabell Philpott.
Dogs getting set to match up against UMass, the final non-conference game of the 2018-19 basketball season for the Georgia Bulldogs. Happy New Year, everyone. Cabell Philpott with you once again. Just one other team in action in the SEC this evening, Nacogdoches, Texas. Johnson Coliseum. Stephen F. Austin hosting Alabama. The Crimson Tide 8-3 on the season so far, looking for their first road win of the 2018-2019 season. Top 25 action earlier this afternoon. Number 2, Michigan having no problem dispatching Binghamton 74-52, the final score. Chancellor Bernard for Binghamton, 14 points. Isaiah Livers for Michigan had 17. NFL action this afternoon. The Atlanta Falcons got a 17-point third quarter that helped lift them over the rival Buccaneers. 34-32, the final score of that ball game. Falcons finished the season 7-9. 3-5 away from home. They played that game in Tampa Bay this afternoon. Also, Panthers and the Saints this afternoon. The Panthers get the victory, 33-14, the final score over the arch rival Saints. The Saints, however, have already clinched home field advantage throughout the playoffs in the NFC. Georgia basketball this afternoon at home at Stegman Coliseum against UMass. Just after 6 o'clock. We'll tip this one off when we return. We'll talk to the head coach of the Dogs, get his thoughts on the UMass Minutemen. Tom Crean up next, right after these messages on the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
We Dogs are known for always giving 110%, both on and off the field. But no matter how hard we work, we can't deny that getting sick is easy. Luckily, getting care is too. As the official healthcare provider of the Georgia Bulldogs, Piedmont is committed to getting us better. With urgent care, same-day appointments, virtual visits from your smartphone or desktop, and Piedmont Quick Care at Walgreens, they've got the care you need when you need it. Booking an appointment is only a click away, so for game day and every day, get better at piedmont.org/UGA.
Everybody knows that peanuts are the state crop of Georgia. But did you know that Georgia farmers contribute nearly $75 billion to the state's economy each year? That's not peanuts. Those billions are why Georgia Farm Bureau cultivates farmers, by promoting agriculture and offering access to benefits that save families money, like home and auto insurance. You can join online for just a few bucks a year. Peanuts.
This is your home of the Dogs. You're listening to the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
At PT Solutions Physical Therapy, we're proud to be an official partner of UGA. In sports, getting to the next level takes lots of talent and lots of work. At PT Solutions, we believe that every young athlete deserves the opportunity to chase his or her dream. That's why you'll find our therapists and trainers on the fields and sidelines at every level, helping athletes stay healthy and be at their best. We hope you'll visit us at over 40 Georgia locations or at ptsolutions.com.
There's a common misconception that all chicken sandwiches from the South are the same. Cue Zaxby's new buttermilk and hand-breaded Southern Sweet and Smoky and Southern TLC chicken sandwiches. One has sweet pickles, lettuce, smoky backyard sauce, and a potato bun. The other, a perfected classic with lettuce, tomato, and mayo. Both served with crinkle fries in a 22-ounce tray. The Southern chicken sandwich will never be the same. Order ahead on Zaxby's.com or use our app to skip the wait. Friends, family, flavor. Zaxby's.
You're listening to Georgia Basketball. Now, time for your all-access trip inside the Dogs' locker room and a visit with UGA head coach Tom Crean. With Coach Crean, here's the voice of the Bulldogs, Scott Howard.
Back here at Stegman Coliseum in Athens as Georgia and UMass get set to tip it off. We're with Coach Tom Crean as we bring you the Tom Crean pregame show, and Georgia playing its last game of the 2018 season and the last game before the conference play begins. Coach, what are your thoughts on this matchup tonight?
Oh, I think UMass is good. I mean, they can score. They play fast. They average almost 80 points a game. They can score in the backcourt. They bring a tremendous matchup. We're not going to see anybody that I know of that the size of Holloway this year at the 310, 320, 325, whatever he is, trying to deal with him in the post. But again, they're very, very good on the perimeter, very quick, play both ends well. They'll switch defenses. One of the best teams we'll have faced scoring off the dribble.
How do you match up with a guy of that size? I don't know how much he's going to be in the game at plus 300-plus pounds, but how do you get a guy like that off the block with the guys that we have?
Well, you got to make it hard for him to be in the game. And that's one thing. He's got to go guard on the other end. But you just can't let him set up shop, because he sets up shop in the lane defensively, and then he's working that block area offensively, and he's too big to play behind, and they throw it over the top. So if you sit there in front of him, so you got to be really active, use your quickness without trying to foul and reach. And bottom line for us has got to be the ball pressure. And then when the ball goes in, we've got to be active and go after the ball. But again, to me, it's more the dribble penetration. Then it's the offensive rebounds that come from that penetration. If you're in rotation, we don't want to do that. We want to be really, really good on the ball. We want to do a great job of not overhelping. We'll dig certainly off the ball when it goes inside, but we want to do a great job then of finishing the possession with 5 guys in the paint to rebound and having some contact when that shot goes up.
Last time the Dogs were on the court was the win over Georgia Tech a little over a week ago. What have you seen out of your guys since then on the practice floor?
Well, they got a good break, and it's always hard to come back and get it going after a break. But they did a good job of that. We had one tough practice, which was Thursday. You know, you're going to have one of those. It's just a matter of how you schedule it as a coach, because when they're gone that duration, there's going to be some time that you've got to have to get them back in order to where they have to be. But we've done a good job with that. We've tried to be very balanced in the way that we work and attack in our scrimmaging or attack in our actions, but not get them so fatigued that they won't have enough for today. But we're going to really need our crowd today, because anytime you come off a break like this, it can go one of two ways. You can get off to a great start and you can hit a wall somewhere in it, or you can hit a wall at the very beginning, right? And so the wall's coming. It's just part of it. And you've got to be able to overcome it, and that's where we need our fans to help us today.
Tom, thanks very much. Good luck. Let's go get UMass.
Absolutely, Sal. Thank you.
All right, that's Coach Tom Crean. This interview brought to you by UPS. Working together to achieve great things like the Bulldogs, that's problem solving. Visit UPS.com to learn more. Official logistics partner of Georgia Athletics. We'll give you the starting lineups for the Bulldogs and the Minutemen when we come back on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
Getting your first real paycheck is like celebrating your own Independence Day. It's life-changing once it's deposited, which you can do using Regions Mobile Deposit in your Regions mobile app. Choose when and where to make the money available, take a couple of pictures, click a button or two, and boom, one major achievement in the record books. We get it. Some things are bigger than banking. Learn more at regions.com/mobile deposit. Regions, member FDIC, conditions and fees apply.
Whether you're an elite athlete, in youth sports, or a weekend warrior, the Northside Hospital Sports Medicine Network keeps you in the game and ready for action. Our team of experts offers a full range of sports medicine services to prevent and treat injuries and improve performance. With 10 locations in the Atlanta region, the Northside Hospital Sports Medicine Network is in your neighborhood. For details, call 1-855-NH-SPORT. That's 1-855-NH-SPORT.
Don't go anywhere. The Dogs are coming right back. You're listening to the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Libman makes a difference. The Libman Mop Crew is part of our winning team. The Libman Mop Crew makes sure the hardwood is clean and safe for players every game at Stegman Coliseum. No matter what kind of flooring you have at your home court, Libman has the tools to keep it clean. Our mops, brooms, and brushes are proudly family-made in the USA. Visit Libman.com to see our whole lineup and for a store locator. That's Libman.com.
Indeed knows finding the right hire takes time away from your business.
Hiring a qualified data engineer felt like a second job.
More job seekers use Indeed than any other site, so there's no better place to find someone with the skills you're looking for.
I needed someone with a master's in computer science and database experience.
Plus, Indeed screener questions help you find your shortlist fast.
Now I'm back to having just one job.
See why more than 3 million companies worldwide use Indeed to hire. Post your job at Indeed.com/hire. Indeed, the world's #1 job site. Source.com score total visits.
This is where the Dogs play.
Shakes the base, try. Mike is on the glass. Blocked at the rim. Oh, nasty block.
You got to be at your very best every night.
Driving one-handed stuff. Reverse three and good. He faked them out. Inside, no look. Finish it, goal. Pulls up for a three at the horn. Oh, yeah! And a two-handed monster dunk down the lane. Alley-oop. Oh, yeah!
Today's coverage of Dogs basketball is brought to you by Piedmont Healthcare, the official healthcare provider for the Georgia Bulldogs. Barbasol, here's a no-brainer. Barbasol is making razors. Try the Barbasol Ultra 6 Plus today. And by State Farm, here to help life go right. talk to an agent at 800-STATE Farm. Now, to courtside, along with Chuck Dowdle, here's the voice of the Bulldogs, Scott Howard.
Hey, welcome back inside Stegman Coliseum as we continue to count down towards the tip-off for the Georgia Bulldogs and the Umass Minutemen. Here are your starting lineups tonight. First for the home-standing Georgia Bulldogs, a record of 7-4 for the Dogs, coached by Tom Crean in his first season in Athens, his 19th year as a head coach after 9 seasons at Marquette and 9 years at Indiana. His record at those two schools, a combined .356 and .231. His starting 5 tonight will be Turtle Jackson and T-Shawn Hightower at guards. Turtle is a 6'4 senior from Athens. T-Shawn Hightower is a 6'5 sophomore from Lithonia, Georgia, averaging 8 points per ball game. Rayshawn Hammonds, Nicholas Claxton, Derek Ogbede round out the Bulldogs starting 5. Hammonds is the Dogs' leading scorer thus far this season, almost 15 points a ball game. He's a 6'8 sophomore from Norcross, Georgia. He averages almost 7 rebounds per contest, second best on the team. Then there's Nicholas Claxton, a 6'11 do-everything sophomore from Greenville, South Carolina, second leading scorer on the team with 12.5 points. The SEC's top rebounder at 10 per ball game, so he's averaging a double-double. He also leads the Bulldogs in steals, in assists, and block shots. And Derek Ogbede will round out the Bulldogs starting 5 tonight, a 6'9", 250-pound senior from Atlanta. Averages 9 points, 6.5 rebounds per contest. Turtle Jackson, T-Shawn Hightower, Rayshawn Hammonds, Nicholas Claxton, Derek Ogbede. For the UMass Minutemen, a record of 7-5, coached by Matt McCall in his second season in Amherst, Massachusetts. His record 20-25. Luwan Pipkins is one of the best guards we will see this season. He is second leading scorer in the Atlantic 10, a 5'11 junior guard from Chicago, averaging 20 points per ball game. Keon Claire-Jo is a 6'1 redshirt sophomore guard from Winter Haven, Florida. Carl Pierre, a three-point shooting specialist, 6'4 sophomore from Boston. And Jonathan Laurent will be back in the starting lineup tonight, a 6'5 redshirt junior from Orlando. He's a transfer from Rutgers. And then the big guy, Rashawn Holloway, 6'11", 310 from Elmer, New Jersey. Those are your starting lineups. Georgia and UMass coming up next here on the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
You know, Georgia peaches don't just come from Georgia. They come from farms in Georgia, worked by farmers, working hard to cultivate the crops that drive the state's economy. That's why Georgia Farm Bureau cultivates farmers with support through advocacy and benefits that save families money, like home and auto insurance. Join online for just a couple bucks a year. Easy as peach cobbler.
SiriusXM brings you SEC college hoops like no one else. We've got 24/7 talk and analysis on SiriusXM SEC Radio from experts like Peter Burns and Chris Doring, as well as live play-by-play. So catch every dagger, diamond drive in your car, online, or on the SiriusXM app. Or try us out for free with a streaming trial subscription and take your team with you anywhere you go. Get a free streaming trial at SiriusXM.com/SECSXM.
The Dogs are heard right here. This is the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
When you're getting ready to cheer on the Bulldogs, bring more flavor to the game with Cheez-It and Pringles. And now Cheez-It and Pringles give you the chance to win the biggest prize of the season, a trip to Minneapolis to hoop it up with the stars at the Celebrity Crunch Classic. Visit CelebrityCrunchClassic.com for entry details and official rules. No purchase necessary. Ends 3/8/19. Void where prohibited. Stock up on Cheez-It and Pringles. Enter for your chance to win. And go Dogs!
Coach Kirby Smart here. Let's talk about the official healthcare provider of UGA Athletics, Piedmont Healthcare. Piedmont makes sure that our dogs are playing their best, but we know you don't have to be a college athlete to get bumps and bruises. With urgent care, same-day appointments, virtual visits from your smartphone or desktop, and Piedmont Quick Care at Walgreens, they've got the care you need when you need it. Booking an appointment is only a click away. So for game day and every day, get better at piedmont.org/UGA.
All right, the lights are out. Folks are still finding their seats here at Stegman Coliseum. We are going to have a terrific crowd here on this eve of New Year's Eve as we wrap up 2018 here at Stegman Coliseum tonight with Georgia and UMass. It's time for our Ford Keys to the Game, presented by Ford. Elevate your game with a new Ford F-150, the official truck of the Georgia Bulldogs. Now it's Chuck's time to shine. Here's Chuck Dowdle with our keys to the game.
I'm still trying to figure out eve of New Year's Eve. So last night would have been
keep backing up,
eve of the eve of New Year's Eve. Okay.
Just keep going.
Oh, I got it. Well, let's get right to these keys. One of the things we got to do is we got to come out of the block strong. We didn't do that last year in Amherst. They outscored us by 19 in the first half. We were playing catch up the rest of the way and never caught up. Ended up losing by 10. So, look, we got to get off to a good start tonight. Worked well against Georgia Tech. Led wire to wire there. Let's do it again. We got to continue to get better in the backcourt. Now, last time out against Georgia Tech, we had Tashawn Hightower and Tyree Crump, and they combined for 22 points, which was able to offset Turtle and Ty, who combined for no points. And that's been the story of our backcourt play. It's been very erratic. So we got to continue to get better in the backcourt. Tonight's a good night to do that. And then finally, we got to wear them out with our bench, because we've outscored our opponents in 10 of 11 games this year with our bench. And in fact, we are plus, counting bench play, we are plus 180 points so far this season in bench play. So we got to use our bench to the best of our ability. Scott, listen, this is the last game of 2018. I'm ready to get into 2019, but let's finish this thing strong.
I hear you. And speaking of bench, UMass is added to theirs with the addition of Jerry Baptiste, graduate transfer from Vanderbilt.
Because that name sounds familiar.
SEC fans might be familiar with that name. 6'10 graduate transfer. He's from Haiti. Played at Vanderbilt for the last few seasons. Graduated from Vanderbilt this month and made his transfer announcement all the way back in August. That as soon as he got his degree, he was headed to UMass. This is the first game that he is eligible to play for the Minutemen tonight, and we're likely to see the big 6'10 graduate transfer on the floor.
Let's see how it goes. Here come the Dogs. They're going to come down. Here we go. There we go. We get a little fist bump there from Rashawn as he heads out. Here comes Nick. Yeah, and Turtle's coming out here. Derek's coming out. Derek always hurts me when
he pounds that fist, man.
And
kills my knuckles.
You know what? Now, I got to tell you something. They got a little surprise from Coach Crean this week. Was the day after Christmas. Coach Crean didn't tell them. He just loaded them in a bus, said we're going on a field trip. Didn't tell them where he was taking them. Took them to Atlanta to a Hawks game. How about that? So they got to go down and take an evening off, watch the Atlanta Hawks, who, by the way, I think won that night against the Pacers.
And got to see one of his former players at Indiana, Victor Oladipo, who we saw in New York when we played Indiana several years ago in one of the events up there in Brooklyn. Here's the toss and the tip. It's controlled by UMass. Tonight's tip-off brought to you by Northside Hospital, Atlanta. So the Minutemen with the ball first. They're in their road maroon uniforms, jerseys and shorts. Georgia in the home whites tonight. Here's Lawan Pipkins. 5'11 guard, 3-ball from the left wing, is around the rim 2 times and swishes out. And it's rebounded by the Dogs. Hammonds down to Ogbede, who feeds Claxton down the lane for a two-handed dunk
start
to start this ball game. Two-handed slam by Claxton to make it 2-0 Georgia.
Yeah, you like Nicholas's chances one-on-one with a basket.
I thought the feed to Ogbede was pretty good. They throw it to the big guy, Holloway, planted on the block down there. Hammonds reaches in there and ties him up. And the Dogs have the arrow. So UMass will turn it over, and the Dogs get it on the forced defensive play by Rayshawn Hammonds, who tied up the big man. I'm guessing he's more than 310 is what they list him at 6'11 and 310.
You know what?
His midsection weighs 310.
Yeah, he looks like he's a Krispy Kreme shy of 350, doesn't he?
He's a big boy. And he's very good around the basket. He shoots well over 70%. He doesn't miss a whole lot of stuff at close range. Dogs with the ball with 9 seconds to shoot. Ogbede is going to put it on the floor, dribble drive, arches up, left hand over his head, and kisses it in off the glass. Good. Running towards the baseline. Derek Ogbede just hooked it over his head and knocked it down.
Nice start for the Dogs out of the blocks. That's one of our keys. Get out of the block strong.
Our two big men with the first two baskets of the ball game. They go inside to their big guy. He catches it in the lane, right in that restricted area, and going across in front of the basket, puts it up and in.
You know what? He is gifted, with agility. I mean, for a guy that size.
Sure. Rashawn Holloway with the first points for UMass, so it's 4-2 Dogs, and now Georgia turns it over in front court. And it'll be Minutemen basketball. Matt McCall, the former Florida Gator, their head coach in his second season. After 2 years as the head man at Chattanooga, took the UMass job 2 seasons ago. His first year, not as great as he had hoped. 13-20 was their record last year with a win over Georgia. 3-ball from the right corner is no good by UMass.
What a rebound.
Claxton rips down the rebound for the Dogs. Turtle has it. Now they go to Hightower, top of the key, work it over to Ogbede. He spins from the right wing, down close, misses the shot, follows, gets the rebound, feeds Hammonds in the lane. Rayshon puts it up and in right in front of the basket.
And a nice touch pass from Derek off the rebound over to Rashawn. That was very pretty.
6-2, Dogs with an early lead here. 17:35 on the clock. Here comes the 3-ball from Pipkins. He's off target again, and the rebound goes to Ogbede for Georgia. Hammonds pushes it up near sideline into the front court left. Claxton has it in the far side of the floor. Hook pass over to Ogbede, spins in the lane, jump hook with the left hand, good. Derek with his second bucket of the ball game. It's Georgia 8, UMass 2 here in the first 3 minutes.
You notice how skinny Derek looks tonight? Because he's standing next to Holloway. You know what they say, if you want to look skinny, hang out with fat people? That's what it looks like, isn't it?
There's a steal by Holloway, but he can't control it, knocks it out of bounds. Right around half court on the far side of the floor. Trying to get it away from Luwan Pipkins. It'll be UMass ball.
I mean, look how thin Derek looks.
Width-wise, you could take 2 of him.
My goodness, that's a big guy.
Holloway breathing heavily, too. Here's Laurent driving down the right side. Turtle defended him well, throws it up, hits the side of the backboard. Dogs pull it down and run it up front court left. Work it around the perimeter on the right side of the floor. Overhead pass from Turtle down to Ogbede. Mid-range 2 from the right side. Hits it high off the glass. No rim on it, but a foul on the other side on the rebound. Foul is on UMass, and the Dogs catch a break there. That was not a good shot by Derek Ogbede. And the foul goes on Carl Pierre, his first, the team's first. Pierre lit us up last year up at UMass with 5 3-pointers, 5 of 7 in that ball game, shooting threes. Here's Rayshon Hammonds shooting free throws for the Dogs. And Hammonds knocks down his first opportunity from the line tonight.
You know what was amazing about that game last year when they beat us so badly up there? We only turned it over 6 times in that game. I mean, that's usually when we're getting beaten that badly, it's because of multiple turnovers.
Hammond's second free throw. They shot it very well last season, as they did in their last game against Fairleigh Dickinson. They came from 14 down on December 21st, shot 75% in the second half, and beat the Knights by a point, 85-84. So they're coming off that win. Georgia coming off the win over Georgia Tech. It's 10-2 after a couple of free throws by Hammonds. Here's Laurent driving inside, blocked at the rim by the Dogs. Claxton got a piece, I think, or Turtle, one of the two. I think it was Nicholas. Yes, both of them could have gotten a piece of that ball. Dogs with an 8-point lead and the possession in the front court. Hightower flips it underhand over to Claxton. He'll square up between the circles. Shovels it left to Hammonds, give it right back to Nicholas. 12 on the shot clock. Works on the left wing, trying to back his man down. He's got a mismatch size-wise there. Pipkins is on him, and Pipkins reaches in across the body and fouls Claxton. That'll stop the clock with 15:55 to go in half number 1. A good start for the Dogs. Georgia out to an 8-point lead. It's Georgia 10, UMass 2 on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
Hey, Bulldog basketball fans, listen up. When I think about great teammates, I think of Rocket Mortgage. With their innovative technology and industry-leading client support, you can count on them to get your mortgage done right. Because when it comes to buying a home, you need a teammate you can count on. Rocket Mortgage, proud mortgage partner of Georgia Athletics. Push button, get mortgage. Call today at 800-QUICKEN or go to rocketmortgage.com.
Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender. Licensed in all 50 states. NMLS number 3030. Gear up for the season with the best Georgia gifts and apparel from the UGA Bookstore. At the UGA Bookstore, you'll find the biggest selection from top brands like Nike, Southern Tide, Vineyard Vines, Peter Millar, and 47 Brand. Dress for the part with the latest game day styles at the UGA Bookstore in the heart of campus next to the Tate Student Center. Online 24/7 at UGABookstore.com. It's where dogs shop.
Whether you're an elite athlete, in youth sports, or a weekend warrior, the Northside Hospital Sports Medicine Network keeps you in the game and ready for action. Our team of experts offers a full range of sports medicine services to prevent and treat injuries and improve performance. With 10 locations in the Atlanta region, the Northside Hospital Sports Medicine Network is in your neighborhood. For details, call 1-855-NH-SPORT. That's 1-855-NH-SPORT.
Georgia off to a 10-2 lead over UMass. 15:55 to go here in half number one. Anthony Jordan, Byron Jarrett, Brent Hampton, our trio of officials tonight. On the court, it's the job of the defense to protect the rim. On the road, it's the job of the 2019 Nissan Rogue to help protect you with its available advanced safety technologies. Nissan, proud supporter of college athletics. Along with Chuck Dowdle and our producer-engineer Adam Gillespie, Scott Howard with you courtside tonight. Piedmont Healthcare Network Studios, Cabell Philpott is located there. We'll be hearing from him a little bit later on tonight. Georgia with possession. Will inbound front court left of the bucket. Hammonds bounces it in a short distance to Claxton. He works left of the lane, puts it up short, gets the rebound against the double team. Goes across into the lane to Ogbede. He jumps in the air. They strip him and foul as he's going up. They slap him on the arm. And he's going to go to the line, I do believe.
Well, we've played just over 4 minutes, and the next rebound that UMass gets will, in fact, be its first of the night. They are not exactly cleaning the glass here.
Jerry Baptiste has checked into the ball game for the first time, and he was the guilty party on that foul as Ogbede rolls in his first free throw. The 6'9 senior, born in Nigeria, most recently from Atlanta. That's where he completed high school before coming here to the University of Georgia. 58% from the line this season. He knocks down a pair for the Dogs. He's got 6 points already, Chuck. That's a good sign for Derek.
That is, and it's good to see. We have criticized Derek's, not having the best of hands, but when he catches the ball inside, he knows what to do with it. He's very good with it inside.
Dogs with an early 10-point lead. Now a foul called on Nicholas Claxton. They may have called one on Charles, too. Charles had a few whistles on him.
He gets one just sitting down in the stands, doesn't he?
That won't be the last time. Probably tonight that I do that. I've been guilty of that all season. Pipkins with a nice dribble drive down the lane. Layup from the right side, good for UMass.
Yeah,
it's only their second bucket of the game. 12-4. Dogs lead by 8 with the ball as we approach 15 minutes to go here in the first half. Hightower dribble handoff, top of the key to Claxton, back the other way to Hammonds. Now they give it to Hightower. He's going to pop a three, miss it off the back end of the rim.
And there's a rebound for him.
Taken by Baptiste, the graduate transfer from Vanderbilt. Laurent has the ball, jump pass from the elbow, far side of the floor. They drive down, pull up on the baseline, and Pierre knocks down about a 10-footer left of the lane. His first points, and it's 12-6. Georgia with the lead and the ball. Hightower dribbles to the left, now back to the right behind a screen from Claxton. Feeds Turtle on the right wing. The senior from Athens with a crossover, dribbles it low, feeds it back to Ogbede. He dribbles into the lane, turns around, reverse pivot, will shoot with the left hand. Off the front rim, no good, and the rebound touched out by UMass. It'll be Dogs' ball.
Well, thank goodness, because Derek got fouled on the hand. He was shooting, but there was no whistle.
Dogs substitute. Turtle comes out. Ingumeze checked into the ballgame. He didn't go to the scorer's table. He just ran right in from the bench. Ogbede comes out. So Amanze in for him. Crump into the ballgame for Turtle. And we'll keep Big Clax and Rayshawn and T-Shawn in the ballgame. Hammonds has got the ball. His defender fell down.
Why, he turned
rolled
his ankle.
Yeah. The Dogs don't see it. We don't go after him. We shoot a three from the right corner, and a flat, poor-looking three at that. It hits the rim and is rebounded by UMass. Here's Pipkins, goes by Hightower. Bounce feed down low to Baptiste, catches it on the block, fakes under the basket. He picked up his pivot foot. Could have called him for traveling. They call him for 3 seconds instead.
Well, yeah, the embers are still burning in the paint there where he had that campfire set up.
Yeah, he was there for a while, and you had your choice of violations. Well, you want to travel or you want 3 seconds? Pierre comes out of the ball game for Matt McCall's Minutemen down to our left. And it's going to be Clergeot coming back in. Keon Clergeot, 6'1" transfer from Memphis, from Winter Haven, Florida. Dogs with a 12-6 lead. Ingumeze in the circle, going to put it on the floor with his right hand against Baptiste.
Wow.
Curls down the right side
an
and banks it in.
Move.
High off the glass. He banked it in over Big Baptiste and got fouled as well. And Ingumeze going to go to the free throw line, count the basket.
I want you to think back to last week against Georgia Tech. An explosive move that young man made on the baseline with a slam. When he explodes like that, he is very effective and a much better shooter.
Amanze waiting at the foul line. They'll give him the ball finally. One of the UMass players had to lace up his shoe. Free throw by Ingumeze is good. A three-point play for the freshman from Savannah. And it's 15-6 Georgia. UMass with the ball. Pipkins will walk it into the front court. He'll drop it off to Cobb. Curtis Cobb, transfer from Fairfield, will shoot from the left side. There's a foul down low.
I believe Holloway's going to the line.
The foul is on Ingumeze. I'm not sure what kind of damage you could do to that guy if you foul him.
You know, the shot almost fell. Rolled across the iron, almost fell in.
Rayshawn Holloway, 6'11", 310 is how he's listed. Yeah. Steps to the line and knocks down the free throw. He's only shooting 38% from the line this season.
You know what, Scott? I'm going to take the over.
Free throw is good. He makes a pair, 15-8. He has to play in short bursts. And Tom Crean knows that, and he said that's the key. Getting him up and down the floor, you kind of wear him out a little bit because of his size. 15-8. Jordan Harris is in the game for the Dogs. He dribbles down into the lane area and now fakes a wraparound pass. The whistle blows right as he is pulling the ball back to his body, and it's going to be a foul on Clergeot for UMass. The 6'1" sophomore guard from Winter Haven, Florida, commits his first, and that's the team's fifth. Dogs will inbound, front court left on the near side. Rayshawn Hammonds waiting to inbound just north of the UMass bench. Feeds it into Crump. He's guarded by Pipkins. Dribbles to his right. Defense switches. Jump pass to Harris. He comes out of the right side of the floor. Quick cross-court pass to Hammonds with 9 on the clock. Back over to Etorian Woolridge, who's in the game. Ingumeze wide open for a three. Misses it off the right side. Rebound tapped by Hammonds, but controlled by UMass. Here come the Minutemen down the floor. Pipkins kicks it into a second gear. Feeds nicely inside to Holloway in the lane, but it's stripped out of bounds by Etorian Woolridge. It'll be UMass basketball. Etorian with a nice defensive play to save it.
Yeah, Scott, you mentioned that Pipkins be one of the better guards we'll see, and that was just a great play by a really experienced guard.
He's from Chicago, going to step back and launch a long two. That's no good. Hammonds had the rebound, but they strip it out of his hands, and it bounces over the end line. Touchdown last by UMass. Dogs ball, 12:49 to go first half. Georgia 15, UMass 8. And Samba Diallo will come into the ball game for the big guy Holloway. He'll take a seat on the bench. He might take 2 seats. Georgia waiting to inbound the basketball. They'll bring it up the length of the floor. Hammonds will slowly bounce it into Crump. They'll communicate, and Tyree will pick up the pace and jog it into the front court. 7-point Dog lead. Tom Crean out at the edge of the coach's box, trying to urge on his troops. Crump with a three, left of the circle is good. Tyree for 3. That's brought to you by Scana Energy. First 3 of the ball game for either team. Pierre tries to answer with a three. From the right wing, off the rim, no good. Harris the rebound for the Dogs. Jordan pushes it up right to left, hesitates, now drives, runs right by the defender and lays it up. He just stood there like a cigar store Indian. He didn't move.
He froze the defender. I mean, you hear about freezing a guy? I mean, he froze him.
Umass calls the time. We will too. TV timeout here with 12:16 to go in half number one. Georgia with its largest lead of the game. It's 20-8, a 12-point Bulldog lead on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
Hi, son. You're on speaker. Just got back from the park. Guess I'm getting used to civilian life. Mom's here, too.
Hi, honey. Just making dinner. Your sister's into this gluten-free thing. Am I boring you, dear?
It's just good to hear your voice, Mom.
A call from home takes you home. AT&T proudly offers wireless and TV discounts to military veterans and their families. Get started in store or visit att.com/military savings for details. Coverage not available everywhere. Exclusions, eligibility, and other restrictions apply.
This is the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
You know, growing up in a coffee family is no different than growing up in any other family, except that we all kind of share one affinity, and that's for a great tasting cup of coffee.
Matt Siraj, 4th generation owner, Community Coffee.
I believe people can taste the difference family makes. It's a fullness in the mouth. It's a flavor impression that follows all the way through until 30 seconds after that sip of coffee. It's that rich, smooth flavor that you find in Community Coffee.
Our family story continues at communitycoffee.com.
The holidays. At BMW, we want to remind you of some excuses to enjoy the ride home a little longer. If you're in the all-new BMW X5 with the upgraded navigation within iDrive 7.0, consider the detour excuse.
Hey, Dad, ran into construction. Gotta take a detour.
Make the most of the road home. Hurry in to the BMW Road Home sales event to receive exceptional offers on select models now through January 2nd. BMW, the ultimate driving machine.
Proud sponsor of Georgia Athletics. Visit BMWATL.com for great offers. Go Dogs!
Georgia with a 12-point lead. It's the Dogs 20 and the UMass Minutemen 8. Enjoy the road home this holiday season in a BMW. Through January 2nd, take advantage of the up to $3,000 holiday credit. Visit BMWATL.com for details. Go Dogs. Good start for Georgia as they huddle up for the final seconds around head coach Tom Crean. It'll be Crump and Woolridge and Ngumeze and Hammonds and Harris. Same lineup we left on the floor before the timeout.
And the Dogs right now, 7 out of 14 from the floor, shooting 50%. So off to a hot start with the ball. As far as the shooting goes, doing a great job on the boards. Out rebounding the Minutemen 11-3. So right now, it all going Georgia's way.
UMass just 3 of 10 shooting the ball. 0 for 4 on three-point shots. And they're not a bad three-point shooting team. 38% as a squad this season. Second, actually the leading scoring team in the Atlantic 10, but we haven't seen them get on track here tonight as they work it inside to Chapman. Cy Chapman, a 6'8 freshman. Going to get the Dogs for a foul. They got Jordan Harris with a foul.
Jordan bumped him.
Foul on the floor before the shot by Cy Chapman, a freshman from St. Paul, Minnesota. Did not play in their win over Fairleigh Dickinson back on December 21st. That was their last game. He inbounds the ball here, and then Joe, right in front of him, just lost it right on the end line. Hit him in the hands and just dropped the ball right on the out-of-bounds line, and they'll turn it over. Dogs will gladly take it, leading by 12, 20-8. Crump will trot it through the logo. Center circle, middle of the floor, into the front court left. Fires to Hammonds. They go down low to Woolridge. He makes a nice one-handed grab. He steps into the paint and is called for traveling. He had a spin into the paint and got called for the walk. Dogs give it right back.
It was the second spin that got him. He spun into the paint and then he spun again and never put the ball on the floor.
UMass to walk it up with Keon Clergeot. Samba Diallo in the ball game, along with, here's Pipkins. Pipkins fakes right, drives left, penetrate, kick out. Here comes a three, left wing. That's off the rim, no good. Woolridge tips it to himself. That was Curtis Cobb, the 6'4 guard, missing the three for UMass. Here's Rayshawn Hammonds for a three from the right wing, unguarded. That's no good. Ngumeze hustles for the rebound to keep it alive for the Dogs. 11:15 on the clock, 20-8. Georgia with a 12-point lead and the ball. Crump to Hammonds to Woolridge, right wing. Guarded by Pipkins. Ngumeze, head fake, dribble drive, spin move, throws it up, rolls over the iron, rebound tapped up in the air, not controlled by Ngumeze, picked up off the bounce by Umass. And here come the Minutemen left to right up the far side. Jump pass to Pipkins. He fakes and drives down the lane, left-hand layup, good. Pipkins with his second bucket of the game. It's 20-10 Georgia. 10:42 to go. Long jumper, three ball.
They left him alone.
On the right side is good.
Yeah, Rashawn said, you're going to leave me that wide open. I'll take that.
Yeah, Hammond's a good three-point shooter, over 40% this season. In fact, 46%, and that three-pointer brought to you by Scana Energy. 23-10, Dogs by 13. Ball is loose on the floor. It's knocked back to Pipkins above the key. He fires it down low on the left block to Samba Diallo, and the 6'7" forward lays it up and in.
When the ball was loose on the floor, the Dogs thought they had it. Everybody started the other end, left him all by himself underneath.
Georgia by 11, 23-12. Harris drives, stops, slides. Guy tries to take a charge, and it pays off. Keon Clergeot took a big old flop with Harris driving. And Anthony Jordan says that was a charge, and the Dogs turned it over.
And what Anthony was basing that on is, look, there was a flop involved, but where Jordan made his mistake was as he was driving, he dropped that shoulder. And when you drop that shoulder, the referee is going to give the defender the benefit of the doubt on any collision. And that's what Tom Green's telling him right now. You know, when you drive like that, don't drop that shoulder in there because you'll pick up that charge.
Rashawn Holloway, 6'11" and 310 plus, back into the game for UMass. That means Derek Ogbede is back in to try to hold his ground in the post. The Dogs with Hightower, Woolridge, Ogbede, Claxton back in, and Ty Fagan in for the first time. Georgia plays man-to-man. UMass with the ball, 9 on the clock. Left alone, Clergeot, jumper just above the foul line, no good. Offensive rebound, jump hook on the putback is good by Diallo. Well, they let him get an offensive board, and they convert it into points. And now on the offensive end for Georgia, foul is called on Hightower. A moving screen by T-Shawn. Offensive foul on the Dogs. Each team with 5 fouls here in the first half. UMass will have the ball, backcourt on the far sideline. They'll inbound.
Well, I got to tell you, on this New Year's Eve, there's a big crowd here in Stegman. I think we were just a few hundred seats shy of a sellout, and it looks like everybody's shown up.
Pipkins tucks it and drives right edge of the lane, around the defender and up off the glass. Good for the running layup. He's got some moves. 23-16. That's 6 points for Lawan Pipkins, averaging just under 20 a game. Leading scorer on this team. Second leading scorer in the Atlantic 10. Dogs with the ball in the lead, down to 7 now. Ogbede has it left of the lane, works against the big guy, Holloway. Forced out of bounds, jump pass back on the wing to Fagan, 8 to shoot. Cross court to Hightower, takes a look at the clock. He's got 5, he's got 4. Hightower, pump fake, bounce feed to Ogbede, stolen. And UMass going to run out. No, they're going to call a shot clock violation as Clergeot misses a dunk on the other end.
He ran out on his own.
But they blew the whistle back before he took the shot on the other end.
He didn't know that.
UMass will get another crack at it as Clergeot missed the dunk.
That was bad. That was bad.
23-16. Cobb with the ball straight away, guarded by Claxton. Bounce feed to Holloway, the big guy, left edge of the lane. Steps into the paint, forces it up from 8 feet. Good, right in front of the basket.
Yeah, he can create some space. He just gave Derek a little nudge and knocked Derek back about 2 feet.
I mean, he gets the ball that close to the basket, 72% field goal percentage. He's going to make it 3/4 of the time. 23-18, UMass closes the gap. We've got Christian Harrison in the ball game now, the transfer from Troy. Claxton triple teamed on the block, working around opposite side of the floor. Fagan from the right corner, floater in the lane, good. Ty Fagan, the freshman from Thomaston, Georgia, in the scorebook with his first points of the night. 25-18, Dogs with a 7-point lead. UMass in maroon, tops and bottoms, white trim. They've got the ball. Pipkins works against Hightower. Quick first step, explodes by Hightower, misses a down the lane layup, and the rebound touched out of bounds by the Minutemen. It'll be the Dogs' ball. 7:39 on the clock, first half. We've got a timeout at Stegman. It's packed tonight here at Stegman Coliseum, and the Dogs are leading by 7, 25-18 over Umass on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
Hurry to Kroger right now for 4 days of digital deals. Through Monday, you'll find big savings for your New Year's celebrations. You can take home essentials like select 20 and 24 packs of Coca-Cola. They're on sale for only $4.77. Just visit Kroger.com or the app and download your digital coupons today. You can use them up to 5 times in one transaction. But hurry, this sale ends Monday. Fresh food, low prices at Kroger.
If you're looking for smart ways to save money, just stop by your neighborhood Kroger. Right now, it's time for the Buy 5, Save 5 event. Just choose from a great selection of participating items. And when you buy any 5, you'll save $5 instantly at checkout. Choose from select items like Doritos, Ocean Spray Cranberry Juice, Pepperidge Farm Goldfish, and lots more. Go to Kroger.com or use the app for more info. The Buy 5, Save 5 event is on now. Fresh food, low prices at Kroger.
Getting your first real paycheck is like celebrating your own Independence Day. It's life-changing once it's deposited, which you can do using Regions Mobile Deposit in your Regions mobile app. Choose when and where to make the money available, take a couple of pictures, click a button or two, and boom! One major achievement in the record books. We get it. Some things are bigger than banking. Learn more at Regions.com/mobile deposit. Regions. Member FDIC. Conditions and fees apply.
Hey, college sports fans, at SiriusXM, you get it all and all at the press of a button. Listen to your kind of music commercial-free, plus everything entertainment, every kind of comedy, and, of course, coverage of every major sport, including Georgia Bulldogs basketball. So tune in to the best of the best. 25-18, Georgia leading UMass by 7, but the Minutemen on an 8-2 push right now after falling down by as much as 13 points around the 10:40 mark. And in the last 3 minutes, UMass trimming that lead down to 7 points.
I'm getting some texts through the game here from some of our big supporters listening down in New Orleans. They're already down for the Sugar Bowl, getting ready down there, but tuned in to this basketball game on radio tonight and hoping to pull the Dogs through in this contest against UMass.
Christian Harrison, 6'4", fifth-year senior guard from Atlanta, will inbound the ball to Claxton. They'll guard him in the backcourt with Cobb, so full-court pressure by UMass. Into the front court and a handoff to Hightower. Front court left, the Dogs work with a 7-point lead. 7:25, clock ticking here in the half number 1. Ty Fagan, the freshman, dribble handoff to Hightower on the left wing. To Ogbede, drives down the lane with a full head of steam, throws up a wild shot. Just sails right over the iron. Rebound to UMass. They'll try a 3 quickly on the other end. Short, hits the side of the rim. Long rebound, chased down by Carl Pierre. The guy who missed the shot got his own rebound. Now he's attacking again. His shot blocked inside by Claxton. UMass gets it right back. Diallo with a fake, slides under the basket, lays it up from the left side. Good.
Well, they got a break on that rebound. It bounced right into their hands.
We defended it about as well as you could. We were blocking shots. The ball just kept going right back to the guys in maroon.
Yeah, sometimes it'll bounce that way, you know.
25-20, our lead down to 5 now. 10-2 run for UMass. Ogbede works inside. His shot rims out, but it's tapped up and in by Christian Harrison, the 6'4" guard who got up in there in traffic to tip it up and in.
And I got to tell you something. That young man is earning his minutes on the floor by his hard work ethic for Coach Crean. He's continued to impress the coach, who's given him more and more meaningful minutes in games.
He's now 9 for 17 shooting the basketball in his career at Troy and at Georgia. Not a lot of time there, as you can tell. Dogs steal it on the other end on the bounce feed down low. Hightower picked it off. He got between the passer and the recipient and stole the ball. Dogs with a 7-point lead and the possession. It's 27-20 Georgia. Dogs have led throughout since the opening tip. 5:48 to go in the first half. Ogbede has it, left elbow, finds Claxton open on the back door. He slams on the brakes, goes up and dunks it with 2 hands. That's your Swifty Car Wash Express play of the game. Big Clacks breaking down the right baseline. And Ogbede finding him under the basket for the dunk. Pipkin straightaway three, won't go, rattles out. Clacks with the rebound, tears it down with two hands, and will take it up the floor. Feeds Hightower to his left. T-Shawn through the lane. And they call a charge on Hightower again. Well, that last one they called on Harris, but that's the second foul on Hightower.
And it was the same thing. He dipped that left shoulder, threw that arm out.
Sixth team foul on the Dogs, and Coach Crean will talk to his sophomore guard, Hightower, right in front of us as he comes out of the ball game with his second foul. It's a 9-point Georgia lead, 29-20. Crump back into the ball game for the Dogs. Rayshawn Hammond's in, Ogbede, Claxton, and Turtle Jackson. So 4 of our 5 starters on the floor right now. Pipkins will walk it up middle of the floor through the logo, left to right, met there by Turtle Jackson. Pipkins waves the pass over to Pierre on the right wing. They work it back to Pipkins on the left side. Ball gets loose. It's saved by Pierre in the far corner. There's 4 guys in about a 2 square foot space over there fighting for the ball.
And they called timeout to save it, yeah.
The Pipkins had his hand on the ball, and I think Pierre was trying to protect him to keep Georgia from tying it up. So they use a time. They'll call a 30 to save the possession in that far corner.
Usually, it's 2 defenders that tie the ball handler up in the corner like that. That time he had one of his own teammates also crowding him. He had nowhere to go to because all he could do was hand it to him, and he was going to be in the same jam.
I think Hammonds was one of our guys over there. I didn't see who the other guy was, but they were all crammed into that far corner right over there where the sideline and the baseline meet each other. But it'll be UMass ball with 5:07 to go in the half. 15 seconds on the possession clock for the Minutemen, who come out of the huddle trailing 29-20. They have not led tonight, but a long way to go here in this one. They beat Georgia by 10 up there in frigid Amherst, Massachusetts last year. You remember how cold it was?
Oh, it was snow all over the ground.
Outside waiting for a ride to go to dinner forever the night before the game. But
I remember John Bateman had no jacket.
Here's Pipkins on a dribble and a drive, gets by Turtle, layup good right off the window.
You had the scouting report on that guy, Scott. He's talented.
He's got 8 points here in the half, and it's 29-22. Crump going to work against Pipkin now, drives to the right wing, now reverses. Ogbede above the arc on the left side, over to Turtle for a 3. Hits the far side of the iron, and UMass saves it in the far corner with Jonathan Laurent, 6'6" forward. Transfer from Rutgers into the front court to Pipkins. Missed the 3 straight away. Rebound, fight for it. Laurent going to pull it down, and now a whistle as Georgia's trying to swipe at the ball. And they're going to get the Dogs for a foul.
Going to get Derek? Yep.
Yeah, they are indeed. It's Ogbede's first, team 7th. So UMass into the bonus now, and Jonathan Laurent, the forward from Orlando, will go to the line. He's got 2 shots here. He's come off a season-best 20 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assist performance in their win over Fairleigh Dickinson in their last outing. Free throw is up and in good. He shoots 85% from the line. And those are the first points of the evening for Laurent. As we said, a transfer from Rutgers, second leading scorer on the team with 12 points a game. Pipkin's going to go back to the bench for UMass. Curtis Cobb, the 6'4" guard, will come into the ballgame for Matt McCall's squad. Second free throw had a little too much juice on it. Hits the back iron and is rebounded by Claxton for the Dogs. So Laurent goes 1 for 2. It's a 6-point game. Dogs 29, UMass 23. We've led by as much as 13 in this half. Hammonds with the ball between the circles for Georgia. Guarded by Pierre. Drives to the left, dribbles with the left hand. Feeds it inside to Ogbede. Left edge of the lane. Mows his man down. They call a block, and Ogbede puts it up and scores. He'll get the basket, and he'll go to the line for a free throw. I think our PA guy's on a 7-second delay. Sam was a little late with the call there. Ogbede was already at the foul line. That's all right. I called Nicholas Charles Claxton, so
that's okay.
I guess we're even. 31-23 is the score now as Ogbede goes to the foul line. Free throw is good. Derek 3 for 3 from the line tonight. Gets the three-point play. He's got 9 in the game.
And Sam does a great job on the PA here.
He gets them riled up. I know
he does.
that.
Yeah, he does. That's what
you want. Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
Less than 4 minutes to go in the ball game. Half number one, I should say. And Georgia has a 9-point lead, 32-23. Here's Pipkins. Trying to work to his left. Harrison switches on him for Georgia. Pipkins drives right into a crowd of white shirts. Throws it up at the rim. How he got that far deep down the lane with 4 guys guarding him, I don't know. But he got Georgia to foul him. And we get into a timeout.
Well, he's quick, that's for sure. And you can see where he gets to the line a lot.
Fouls on Christian Harrison. And with 3:40 to go in the first half, we'll take a break here at Stegman. Georgia 32, UMass 23. Back in a moment, Bulldogs Sports Network.
Core Power is the official protein drink of the Dogs. Fueled by 26 grams of Fairlife's one-of-a-kind protein, your workout will never go to waste. Perfect for your gym bag or great for game day. Don't forget to pick up your favorite Core Power to recover better. Want to win the ultimate college football experience? Go to winwithcorepower.com to enter Core Power sweepstakes. You could win a trip for 2 to a Division I college football game during rivalry weekend. Go Dogs!
This is your home of the Dogs. You're listening to the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
The holidays. At BMW, we want to remind you of some excuses to enjoy the ride home a little longer. If you're in the all-new BMW X5 with the upgraded navigation within iDrive 7.0, consider the detour excuse.
Hey, Dad, ran into construction. Gotta take a detour.
Make the most of the road home. Hurry in to the BMW Road Home sales event to receive exceptional offers on select models now through January 2nd. BMW, the ultimate driving machine.
Proud sponsor of Georgia Athletics. Visit BMWATL.com for great offers. Go Dogs!
Hey, Bulldog fans, it's time to wash your car at Swifty Car Wash, the official car wash of UGA Athletics. Now it's even easier than ever to keep your car clean with Swift Pass Unlimited Washes. For as little as $9.99 a month, you can wash as much as you need. No contracts, cancel anytime. Swifty Car Wash in Athens, Winder, and Atlanta. Find all locations at SwiftyCarWash.com. Score on every drive with Swifty Car Wash and Swift Pass Unlimited Washes. Official car wash of UGA Athletics.
Hey, Georgia fans, at StubHub, every Bulldog ticket is 100% guaranteed. You'll find the best selection of tickets anywhere. StubHub's been getting fans into the game for over 17 years and is the official fan-to-fan ticket marketplace of the Georgia Bulldogs. StubHub, be there. Pipkins at the free throw line for UMass. Steps up there and drains his first free throw of the night. He's got 9 points, averaging 19.8 a game, and he's got 9 right now here in the half. 32-24, Georgia by 8. Pipkins will try to chew another point off that lead, and he does with that free throw. Our in-game recaps brought to you by Regions Bank, official bank of the SEC. Dogs opened up a 12-2 lead in the first 5 minutes of the ballgame to go up by 10 early. They've led throughout the contest. UMass made a push of a 10-2 run to get back into single digits. They've kept it close, but Georgia has led throughout. 32-25 our score. Claxton works from the left side, tries to finger roll the layup, left it short. Rebound to UMass. They'll push it up the floor. Cobb inside the arc, right of the circle, knocks down a 17-foot two-pointer. Curtis Cobb, the 6'4" transfer from Fairfield with his first points of the night. It's 32-27. Here they come again. Oh, Crump down the lane, shovels it to his right, threw it right to a maroon shirt. UMass with the takeaway. They almost turn it over on the other end. They work in the front court. Pipkins, overhead pass, cross court, left side, wide open three by Laurent. No good. Missed it off the iron. Ogbede pulls down the rebound, gives it to Crump, and here we go again. Front court left for the Dogs. Claxton catch, shoot, three, good! He drained the three. Left wing. Big Clax with three in his pocket.
You heard Coach Crean say they've been working with Nicholas on his three-point shooting. They know he can hit those, and he hit a big one against Georgia Tech. Just nailed one now.
35-27. Watching Claxton gave a little shoulder bump to Laurent when he came back down the floor. You got to watch that kind of stuff because the referees will see it and they'll call you for it. They call a foul on the Dogs on Christian Harrison right there. Hands on the dribbler, as it was. And Christian has to come out of the ball game with his second foul. And that's going to be 1-1 now for Lawan Pipkins, the 5'11 junior guard from Chicago. 78% foul shooter. He misses his first of the night. He's 2 for 3 now. He made his last 2. Ogbede fights Claxton for the rebound and takes it away from Big Nicholas. 35-27, Dogs with a possession. Woolridge has it between the circles, goes to Crump on the left side, guarded by Pipkins. Crump dribbles left and then right and fires a jump pass cross court to Hammonds. Rayshawn, top of the key, reverses it to Woolridge, throws it inside. They deflect it right back to Utorian. And what are they going to call? A blocking foul on Umass.
Yeah, foul on Umass on that end of the floor. That ought to put us at the bonus now.
Player hit the deck. That's Keon Clergeot. He was trying to draw the attention of the official to call an offensive foul on the Dogs, but he ended up on the floor and with egg on his face as he got whistled for the foul as well. And Woolridge going to be at the line for 1-1. Seventh team foul on UMass puts the Dogs in the bonus with 1:51 to go in the half. Georgia with an 8-point lead. Utorian from Beaumont, Texas will try to add to it. He bounces it off the front edge of the rim and rolls it in good. First free throw of the night for Woolridge. First point of the game for Utorian, who averages just over 4 points a game, 2 rebounds per contest. Had 6 points and a career best 3 blocks in the win over Georgia Tech last week. Knocks down both free throws for the Dogs to make it a double-digit lead again, 37-27 Georgia. Dogs gunning for their 8th win of the year. The next stop is conference play on Saturday in Knoxville. The big guy, Holloway, through 2 defenders.
That's a good block.
Goes up. We tie it up with Derek Ogbede. Got a big palm on that ball.
He did.
Holloway went up with it. They called the jump ball.
Derek had it dead center. There was no doubt he had it pinned.
The only downside to that was UMass has the arrow, so they keep the possession. 20 on the shot clock, 1:40 to go in the half. 10-point lead for Georgia. Cobb, Rainbow inbounds pass to Pipkins. Falls down as he handles the dribble, gets the pass away to Cobb. Here comes a 3, left side good. Curtis Cobb, 35% three-point shooter, hits his 22nd of the season. 37-30, a 7-point Georgia lead. Dogs have the ball, 80 seconds to go in the half. Claxton dribbles with it, gives it to Woolridge on the left wing. Utorian into the circle straight away, and a foul on UMass. Almost knocked Woolridge to the floor as Cobb called for the foul. That's his first. Team's 8th. That's going to put Utorian on the line for 1-1 here. And Woolridge made his last free throws, made a pair. He'll try to do the same thing here.
Yeah, Toe is playing more and more like an experienced, smart player. You watch him, he's not out of control. Like that time, he was leaning but trying to get his pass off when he drew the foul.
A right-hander misses it, flicked the wrist a little too hard, missed it off the back rim, rebounded by Cobb. 37-30, Dogs lead is 7. We've had a double-digit lead off and on. Pipkins with a dribble drive, dishes underneath the basket, ball knocked away, stolen by Hammonds. Dogs take it up the other end of the floor. Here's Crump. Boy, he wanted to pull the trigger. You could just feel it for the 3 on the right wing, but he didn't. He'll shoot it from the top of the key and drain it. All net. Tyree Crump straight away from 23 feet.
You were right. He was feeling it. He was feeling it over on that right side. Didn't get the shot, so he just moved to the left, top of the key, and then drained it.
40-30. Dogs by 10. Deep 3 ball by UMass. No good. One-handed rebound. Laurent in the paint. 2 steps towards the basket. Flips it up and in with the right hand. Good. Laurent with his first field goal of the night. 40-32. The lead is 8. And Georgia will use a time here with the possession. 22.7 seconds. Tom Crean will take his use it or lose it timeout here for what he hopes to be one final possession and one final shot on the goal with his team up by 8, 40-32.
But yeah, because they're exactly the same, the shot clock and the game clock. So 22.7 left. My guess is as hot as he is right now, you might look to see if you couldn't spring Tyree free for another one of those looks at a three.
Crump has taken 2 threes. He's hit both of his shots. 6 points. No one in double figures for the Dogs. They've got some balanced scoring going on tonight, though. 9 for Derek Ogbede, 7 for Claxton, 7 for Hammonds, 6 for Crump, 3 for Ngumeze, Fagan, Harrison, Harris, and Woolridge, all with 2 points as well. Leading scorer in the game is Lawan Pipkins for UMass, and he's got 10, the only player in double figures thus far. All right, Georgia with 22.7 seconds to go in the half. Shot clock is off. Dogs will have it in the front court. They'll inbound front court near sideline with Rayshawn Hammonds. He's unguarded. He flips it into the back court to Crump. Tyree back across the timeline. 18 seconds to go. Crump high on the left side near the half-court line. Left-handed hook pass cross-court to Hammonds. They throw it down on the baseline to Ogbede. Back to Rayshawn for a three. He knocks it down for the right corner with 5 seconds to go. UMass, 2 seconds, 1 second. Half-court heave, misses to the left on the glass by Pipkins. That's a strong finish for Georgia to end the first half.
Yeah, my second choice would have been Rayshawn out of the corner, which was exactly what that was. I got to tell you, though, that was a good first half by the Dogs. You know, Scott, we've now played 3 straight halves of basketball without ever trailing. That's a nice feeling.
Indeed. 60 minutes of basketball playing with the other guy trying to catch up. Not bad at all. Georgia 43, UMass 32. Here in the final game of the calendar year 2018. It's time for our halftime report presented by Georgia Power. Georgia Power brings the energy for every game day and to your community too. Visit georgiapower.com/sports to learn more. Score again after 20 minutes of play. Georgia 43, UMass 32. Campbell Philpotts in the Piedmont Healthcare Network studios. He's next with the Georgia Power halftime report on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
When the lane's packed on the court, you go to the open player. When the lane's packed on the highway, you go to ProPilot Assist, the 2019 Nissan Rogue. Now with available Nissan intelligent mobility technologies like ProPilot Assist that can start and stop in highway traffic all on its own. Nissan Rogue for the win. Get to Nissan, a proud partner of the UGA Bulldogs. ProPilot Assist is an available feature and cannot prevent collisions. Always monitor traffic conditions. Keep both hands on the steering wheel. See owner's manual for safety information.
Hello, college basketball fans. I'm State Farm agent Cole Perez. State Farm has over 19,000 agents across the country. To give you an idea of how big a number that actually is, I will be counting to 19,000 on the radio. Okay, here goes. 1, 2, 3, 4. What? We only have 30 seconds. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Talk to one of our over 19,000 State Farm agents about combining your home and auto insurance today.
I'm never gonna make it.
State Farm, here to help life go right.
Don't go anywhere. The Dogs are coming right back. You're listening to the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Hi, welcome to this Subway Simple 6 radio ad. How would you like to hear it?
From a game show host?
All right, let's play.
Thanks, Johnny. Tonight's contestants are playing for the fantastic Simple 6 menu. Their choice of 6 different 6-inch subs, chips, and a 21-ounce drink. With subs like the spicy Italian and Black Forest ham, this is one $6 deal that can't be beat. Subway, make it what you want.
At participating restaurants, additional charge for extras plus applicable tax. No additional discounts or coupons may be applied.
Libman makes a difference. The Libman Mop Crew is part of our winning team. The Libman Mop Crew makes sure the hardwood is clean and safe for players every game at Stegman Coliseum. No matter what kind of flooring you have at your home court, Libman has the tools to keep it clean. Our mops, brooms, and brushes are proudly family-made in the USA. Visit Libman.com to see our whole lineup and for a store locator. That's Libman.com.
Welcome to the Georgia Power Halftime Report. Georgia Power, proud to power the Georgia Bulldogs. Live from the Piedmont Healthcare Network studios, here's your host, Cabell Philpott.
Halftime at Stegman Coliseum as the Georgia Bulldogs lead the first half wire to wire, 43-32. The halftime score. Rayshawn Hammond's a big bucket. 3-ball right before the half to extend that lead again. 43-32, Georgia leading UMass at the break at Stegman Coliseum. As we open up the Nissan SEC scoreboard, just one other SEC team in action this afternoon in Nacogdoches, Texas. Alabama up on Stephen F. Austin, 41-34. The Crimson Tide have started SEC or regular season play so far, 8-3 overall. They have not won a road game so far this season, trying to do that for the first time tonight. They are off to a good start, leading Stephen F. Austin 41-34 at the break. One other basketball score to let you know about. Number 2, Michigan, the only top 25 team in action today, beats Binghamton 74-52. Isaiah Livers, 17 points, lead the Wolverines in the victory. They improve to 13-0 on the season, 9-0 at home. This Nissan SEC scoreboard brought to you by Nissan Intelligent Mobility. Now the most exciting tech you own is in your driveway. Georgia leads UMass at halftime, 43-32. When we return, we'll check in on the Buffalo Wild Wings NFL scoreboard today. A lot of playoff implications going on around the National Football League. We'll catch you up on that right after these messages. The Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Coach Kirby Smart here. Let's talk about the official healthcare provider of the Georgia Bulldogs, Piedmont Healthcare. Piedmont makes sure that our dogs are playing their best, and they're also there for the times they're not. But you don't have to be a college athlete to get bumps and bruises. With urgent care, same-day appointments, virtual visits from your smartphone or desktop, and Piedmont Quick Care at Walgreens, they've got the care you need when you need it. Booking an appointment is only a click away. So for game day and every day, get better at piedmont.org/UGA.
Gear up for the season with the best Georgia gifts and apparel from the UGA Bookstore. At the UGA Bookstore, you'll find the biggest selection from top brands like Nike, Southern Tide, Vineyard Vines, Peter Millar, and 47 brand. Dress for the part with the latest game day styles at the UGA Bookstore in the heart of campus next to the Tate Student Center. Online 24/7 at UGABookstore.com. It's where dogs shop.
The dogs are heard right here. This is the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Hey Bulldog fans, with Aaron's, having what you want is much easier than you think. Because now you can lease to own all the brands you love in furniture, electronics, and appliances. Yes, all those things you've always dreamed of. At Aaron's, you don't need credit, and you have flexible payment options so you can pay little by little until you own it. Plus, delivery and setup are free, so you can just focus on enjoying. Visit us in-store or at aarons.com and discover for yourself how easy it is to have what you want. Certain restrictions apply. See store for details.
No one comes to the Southeastern Conference looking for less. This is where you gladly step up, sign up, and raise your hand for a heaping helping of more. More ways to challenge and push yourself, more people from more countries to meet and learn from, more opportunities to impact your community, both locally and globally. Oh, we celebrate championships like no other, but that's nowhere close to the whole story. Yeah, in the SEC, it just means more.
Welcome back inside the Piedmont Healthcare Network studios. You're listening to the Georgia Power Halftime Report. Cabell Philpott with you. Time now for our Buffalo Wild Wings Special Edition NFL scoreboard update. Georgia leads UMass 43-32 at Stegman Coliseum at halftime in hoops. As we check in on the National Football League a little bit earlier today, some scores you might be interested in. The Atlanta Falcons win their final game of the season, 34-32 over the Buccaneers. The final tally for the Falcons, 7-9, 3-5 on the road. That game, a road victory for the Falcons this afternoon against the Bucs. In the division, the Panthers beat the Saints 33-14. That game was irrelevant for New Orleans. The Saints have already clinched home field throughout the playoffs in the NFC, so they did not need the win today. Panthers finished 7-9 as well on the season. Kansas City Chiefs, if they beat The Raiders today will lock up home field throughout the AFC. 35-3 the score, 2-minute mark of the fourth quarter of that ball game. If that score should hold, the Chiefs, again, will have home field throughout the AFC playoffs. The Patriots win over the Jets today, 38-3, guarantees Tom Brady and the Patriots the number 2 seed throughout the AFC playoffs. Steelers 13, Bengals 10, 8:35 remaining in the fourth quarter. The Steelers have to get a win today and hope that the Ravens lose to the Browns. The score now, Ravens 23, Browns 17, 11:55 remaining in the fourth. If the Ravens win that game against the Browns, they will take home the AFC North and be the champions and make the playoffs. The Steelers would be watching the playoffs from home regardless of the final score between the Steelers and the Bengals. Again, the Steelers up 13-10 on the Bengals, 8:35 mark. Fourth quarter. Georgia leads UMass 43-32. We'll send it back to Stegman right after these messages. This has been the Buffalo Wild Wings NFL scoreboard served up by Buffalo Wild Wings. Proud hangout for Georgia Athletics, Wings, Beer, Sports. Back after this on the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
It's no secret that things grow well in Georgia, like peanuts, cotton, and corn. But families and communities also flourish here. That's because Georgia Power is helping bring new businesses and industries to our state. In the last 10 years alone, we've helped create over 134,000 new jobs. Because Georgia is our home too, and we want life here to thrive for all of us. Georgia Power, generating opportunity. Learn more at georgiapower.com/growth.
Getting your first real paycheck is like celebrating your own Independence Day. It's life-changing once it's deposited, which you can do using Regions Mobile Deposit in your Regions mobile app. Choose when and where to make the money available, take a couple of pictures, click a button or two, and boom! One major achievement in the record books. We get it. Some things are bigger than banking. Learn more at regions.com/mobile deposit. Regions, member FDIC, conditions and fees apply.
This is the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
At PT Solutions Physical Therapy, we're proud to be an official partner of UGA. In sports, getting to the next level takes lots of talent and lots of work. At PT Solutions, we believe that every young athlete deserves the opportunity to chase his or her dream. That's why you'll find our therapists and trainers on the fields and sidelines at every level, helping athletes stay healthy and be at their best. We hope you'll visit us at over 40 Georgia locations or at ptsolutions.com.
Hi, son. You're on speaker. Just got back from the park. Guess I'm getting used to civilian life. Mom's here, too.
Hi, honey. Just making dinner. Your sister's into this gluten-free thing. Am I boring you, dear?
It's just good to hear your voice, Mom.
A call from home takes you home. AT&T proudly offers wireless and TV discounts to military veterans and their families. Get started in store or visit att.com/military savings for details. Coverage not available everywhere. Exclusions, eligibility, and other restrictions apply.
Scott Howard back with you at Stegman Coliseum. Georgia enjoying a 43-32 halftime lead over the Minutemen from UMass. And while we have a moment, let's pause for station identification. You're listening to the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network. It's time now for the Northside Impact, sponsored by Northside Hospital Atlanta. Northside diagnoses and treats more new cancer cases than any other hospital in Georgia, providing care at 48 cancer centers. You can learn more at builttobeatcancer.com. And the University of Georgia Athletic Association would like to welcome Gainesville Mechanical and Longhorn Steakhouse in Athens, as well as the Georgia Cotton Commission from the agricultural category to its new Hometown Team Partner Program. Let's support our hometown team partners. First half stats quickly for Georgia. Dogs shoot 40, make it 50, almost 54% in the first half, 15 of 28, 5 for 10 on threes, 8 of 9 from the free throw line. UMass at 45%, 13 of 29, just 1 of 11 on threes, 5 of 7 from the foul line. Leading scorer for Georgia, Rayshawn Hammonds with 10 points. Leading scorer for UMass, Lawan Pipkins, their guard, also with 10 points. Second half is about ready to crank up. Chuck and I return to Stegman after this. 43-32, Georgia leads UMass at the half on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
Hi, Georgia fans. I'm Scott Howard here for UPS. Your customers want more from your business. You've got to make more happen, whether they're in Athens, Georgia, or on the other side of the world. Globally or locally, UPS is building solutions to help businesses give their customers exactly what they want. More. Made easy. UPS, official logistics company of Georgia Athletics.
Whether you're an elite athlete, in youth sports, or a weekend warrior, the Northside Hospital Sports Medicine Network keeps you in the game and ready for action. Our team of experts offers a full range of sports medicine services to prevent and treat injuries and improve performance. With 10 locations in the Atlanta region, the Northside Hospital Sports Medicine Network is in your neighborhood. For details, call 1-855-NH-SPORT. That's 1-855-NH-SPORT.
This is your home of the Dogs. You're listening to the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Last time on College Sports Now.
I'm not going to fly the plane. I'm going to buy the plane to not buy the. I'm going to pay to have a message flown. How about that? Just figured it'd be cool to do on like a Tuesday, like have a great day. I'd be like, wow, who's flying that message? That is a great message.
Let UCF in. Listen to College Sports Now, 10 a.m. to noon Eastern Time, Monday through Friday on TuneIn. Follow along on Twitter at CSNowTweets and on Apple Podcasts by searching College Sports Now.
Hi, welcome to the Subway Simple 6 radio ad. How would you like to hear it?
From a game show host?
All right, let's play.
Thanks, Johnny. Tonight's contestants are playing for the fantastic Simple 6 menu. Their choice of 6 different 6-inch subs, chips, and a 21-ounce drink. With subs like the spicy Italian and Black Forest ham, this is one $6 deal that can't be beat. Subway, make it what you want.
At participating restaurants, additional charge for extras plus applicable tax. No additional discounts or coupons may be applied.
Ready for half number 2 here at Stegman Coliseum tonight. A terrific crowd. Don't have the attendance numbers yet, but it's going to be close to a sellout.
Yeah. You know what else, Scott? We need to kudos to the alumni pep band. Showed up tonight. You know, students are on holiday break. The alumni pep band got the crowd fired up several times tonight. And you know what? Haven't missed a note.
No, they're doing a fine job as Georgia starts the second half with the possession, inbound, and go to work in the front court, right into the floor in front of our bench. For the final 20 minutes, Georgia with an 11-point lead to start the half. Claxton works on the left side. Dribble handoff to Hightower with 6 to shoot. Tishon behind a screen from Hammonds. Hoists a long straightaway 3. Front rim, bounces away to the right. Rebound to UMass. Jonathan Laurent, the 6'6 forward, pulls it down. Here's Pipkins now. Tries to go by Claxton. Claxton stays with him for the most part, then fouls him near the baseline. Yep. A little bit of a push by Nicholas. That's his second. That's going to put Pipkins on the free throw line. That's a big part of this kid's game. He came into the game 70 free throws already through the first 12 games of the year.
You can tell it, Scott. I mean, he goes to every time that he gets a chance, which is every time, to drive the paint. He does it, and that's where he's going to get fouled.
Free throw is good. First attempt. He had 17 points, 6 assists in their win over the Dogs last year. He averaged 21 a game last season for the Minutemen, averaging right at 20 this year as he knocks down a pair of free throws. He's got a dozen tonight. Here comes UMass pressure now. Length of the floor on the inbounds. Claxton's going to bring it up into the front court for Georgia. 43-34, Dogs by 9 with the possession. Hightower pivots on the left wing. He's got Clergeot right with him. Man-to-man defense for the Minutemen. Screen by Hammonds. Claxton dribble drive. Floater on the run. Too hard. Hit it off the back iron. Rebound to Laurent. UMass with the ball. Clergeot shovels it into the corner for a 3-ball by Carl Pierre. No good. And a foul on the rebound on UMass. And Matt McCall trying to plead his case with the referee, Anthony Jordan. They got Holloway for the foul. That's his first. And Georgia will bring it up the length of the floor. Big Clax will inbound to Rayshawn Hammonds. They double him. Jump pass over to Claxton. Quickly into the front court. 3 long strides by Nicholas, and he's in the front court.
He only has to bounce
through traffic. Yeah, that's true. Just keep up with that ball, those long strides. Hammonds is fouled as he tried to spin through defenders left of the lane. And they're going to call the foul on Pipkins, his second, and the team's second. Georgia's got 21 on the shot clock. Hammonds will inbound, front court, left baseline. Throws it over the head of Claxton, and Nicholas chases it down. Now it's Hammonds, dribbles in from the left side, forces it up with one hand, shoots it low, and fouled again.
Well, now the Dogs attacking the rim, forcing the Minutemen to kind of defend that rim, which they're not really that good at inside.
Foul was on Carl Pierre, the 6'4 guard from Boston. That's his second, and we'll put Rayshawn Hammonds on the free throw line. They're saying the foul's on Pipkins again, and not Pierre.
Oh, that'd be his third.
That's correct, yeah. So the officials changed the call, initially calling it on Pierre, but Pipkins has picked up 2 quick ones now. And Hammonds at the foul line. Puts it up with a left hand, good. We've talked about this before, but Hammonds, one of 6 left-handed players on this Georgia roster. More as the research of Mike Mobley, Georgia's very talented sports communications guru, tells us that might be the most in the country.
Well, I would imagine it is.
Left-handers on a team. Hammonds hits a pair of free throws.
There's some baseball teams that don't have 6 left-handers.
And would kill for them, right?
Yeah, yes, they would.
Now, we've got 6 lefties, but I don't know if they can all throw. Willridge blocks the shot. Pipkins from behind got enough of it to keep it off the rim. Long pass down the floor to Claxton, and he goes up uncontested for a 2-handed hanger on the rim. Flushes it through. Quick timeout. Matt McCall and Umass with 18:15 to go in the game. 47-34, Dogs by 13. Timeout at Stegman Coliseum. Back in a moment on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
Infrastructure. Have you really stopped to think about what that means to you? Airports, hospitals, education, and economic centers, all built to elevate our lives. But who builds them? The members of the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local 613, believes we should be those people. It's why we train 5 years in the heat, the cold, day or night, rain or shine. We create a better life for everyone. IBEW Local 613. Everyday people committed to building an extraordinary world.
Home or away, win or lose, you are a die-hard fan. Tethered to your team by a legacy of fierce ambition and unwavering pride.
At Ford, it's this kind of drive and dedication that pushes us to go further. With smart technology and innovative design, Ford gives you the confidence, comfort, and style you need for the road ahead. For great offers on Ford cars, trucks, and SUVs, see your local Ford dealer today.
Scana Energy is a proud partner of UGA Athletics, and every Dogs fan deserves to save money. Get fired up about our low natural gas rates and switch to Scana Energy by calling 877-GO-SCANA or visiting scanaenergy.com. Your gas bill shouldn't make you see red. Red is reserved for game day. Call 877-GO-SCANA or visit scanaenergy.com to start saving on your natural gas today.
Fans, your Georgia Bulldogs go above and beyond every single game. Rocket Mortgage goes above and beyond to provide a seamless mortgage experience. Rocket Mortgage by Quicken Loans, proud mortgage partner of Georgia Athletics.
Scott, we were talking about Nicholas Claxton just during the break, how much fun he is to watch. You know, when he's sitting here tonight, he's got so far 5 rebounds, 9 points, and a couple of blocks. And that's only 3 of the boxes he's checked. And, you know, he is this year – he is the only player in the conference, in the SEC, to lead his team in points, rebounds, assists, steals, and blocks in a game, and he's done it twice. How about that?
And he leads Georgia in all of those categories you just mentioned. He's the team leader, second in points. He's averaging a double-double this season. His team, the Dogs, up by 13 right now. Pipkins has the possession for UMass. Drives down the lane. There's a blocked shot and a foul. Either Ogbede or Claxton got a piece of that ball, and they whistle a foul on the Dogs.
Let's see who they put the foul on.
I think they're going to get Derek. Yeah, they did. They got Ogbede. That's his second. And once again, that'll put Lawan Pipkins on the foul line to shoot a couple of free throws for UMass.
It's his specialty. I mean, that's what he does.
He's got such a quick first step. He blows by his defender and will get it to the rim, and he'll either make the shot or he'll get fouled or both. And he rolls in the free throw. He's got 13 in the ball game. And now he's got 14 and 6 for 7 from the free throw line. So almost half his points from the foul line tonight. 47-36, Dogs lead by 11. And Georgia has the possession. Front court right into the floor as we watch it here at Stegman. Adjacent to the Georgia bench. Hightower's killed the dribble left side of the floor. Sends a pass near side to Claxton. He'll dribble it across the top of the key to the left wing. And now check a foul away from the ball. We're going to call a hold on Keon Clergeau, the 6'1 guard, the transfer from Memphis for UMass. That's his third. And the team's fourth. And he checks out of the ball game. And Samba Diallo, a 6'7 freshman from Senegal, comes in. Georgia possession. They'll inbound left baseline, front court. 20 on the shot clock. Hammond's into Claxton. He goes right back to the basket. Drives the lane and scores on the big guy.
And he pulled a little guard move, too. He pulled the ball down, didn't use his full 6'11", and then shot it up off the glass. It's a beautiful play.
Holloway with a screen and roll. The big guy drives down the lane, flips it up, reverse lay-in. It goes, and he's fouled. Wow.
Coach Green screaming to stay with him. Yeah, better to stay with him than in front of him when he's coming at you, I'll tell you that.
Hammonds whistled for the foul. Got him in the head, said Anthony Jordan. Free throw by Holloway is no good for UMass. And it's an 11-point Georgia lead, 49-38. Claxton, fancy dribbling inside, dishes on the baseline to Ogbede. He's fouled hard. He was coming in for a highlight jam, folks.
And Holloway was having no part of it, yeah. Holloway wasn't going to let him do that, but Derek will go to the line. He'll take the 2 free throws.
Holloway got that 310-pound body in movement.
How much?
In motion, 310-ish.
that's just what it's, yeah, or thereabouts.
And put Ogbede on the free throw line. He's got 2 shots coming. Big left-hander hoists number 1 up and in good, and Derek's in double figures. And Ogbede with 10 points, 4 for 4 from the line tonight. Jerry Baptiste, the 6'10 graduate transfer from Vanderbilt, back into the ball game. His first game eligible for UMass is tonight. Ogbede misses the second free throw. Baptiste gets the rebound. He had 2 fouls in the first half, wasn't able to play as much as his head coach would have liked. 50-38, Dogs by 12.
Oh, beautiful.
Blocked shot out on the perimeter. That
Nicholas
ball
Claxton
died in the lane and wasn't even close to the rim. And on the loose ball, I think the foul's called.
You don't see that very often. A guard taking a 3, and Claxton went up and tipped it in the air.
And they call the foul on, who did they call the foul on? On Baptiste. His third. Bit of a problem for Jerry Baptiste tonight. Can't stay on the floor. He's committing too many fouls. Dogs with the ball, a 12-point lead. Ogbede, left elbow. Pass goes right to Claxton for a 3. Right wing, too deep, off the iron, no good. Baptiste covers up the rebound at the top of the circle for UMass. Here's Pipkins on the other end. His 3, same result. Hits the back iron. Long rebound. Picked up off the floor by Claxton. Up ahead to Hightower. 1-on-1 down the lane. Missed the runner. Got the offensive rebound and the putback in the basket.
That's what you call just padding your stats there. He just missed the first one so he could get a rebound, and put the second one in.
T-Shawn with his first points of the game, 52-38, Georgia's largest lead of the contest at 14. Here's Laurent, hooks it back to Cobb, fakes and drives for the 2, lays it up from the left side of the iron, good. He faked the 3, left of the circle, and then drove down the lane and laid it up. He went for the higher percentage shot, 52-40. Georgia by 12 with the ball, 15:45. Clock counting down here at half number 2. Hammonds has got the ball, guarded by Pipkins. Lobs it over to Claxton on the right wing. Big Clax puts it on the floor with the right hand. Drives, banks it in, foul, count the basket, go to the line. Big Clax with a baker's dozen and a chance for one more after the timeout. 15:36 to go in the game. Georgia extends the lead back to 14 again. It's 54-40. The Dogs lead UMass on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
There's a common misconception that all chicken sandwiches from the South are the same. Cue Zaxby's new buttermilk and hand-breaded Southern Sweet and Smoky and Southern TLC chicken sandwiches. One has sweet pickles, lettuce, smoky backyard sauce, and a potato bun. The other, a perfected classic with lettuce, tomato, and mayo. Both served with crinkle fries in a 22-ounce drink. The Southern chicken sandwich will never be the same. Order ahead on Zaxby's.com or use our app to skip the wait. Friends, family, flavor. Zaxby's.
Don't go anywhere. The Dogs are coming right back. You're listening to the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
The holidays. At BMW, we want to remind you of some excuses to enjoy the ride home a little longer. If you're in the all-new BMW X5 with the upgraded navigation within iDrive 7.0, consider the detour excuse.
Hey, Dad, ran into construction. Gotta take a detour.
Make the most of the road home. Hurry in to the BMW Road Home sales event to receive exceptional offers on select models now through January 2nd. BMW, the ultimate driving machine.
Proud sponsor of Georgia Athletics. Visit BMWATL.com for great offers. Go Dogs!
Indeed knows it's hard to find qualified candidates when you're hiring.
It's like finding a unicorn.
But when you post your job on Indeed, it's easy to find people with the skills you need.
Nurse practitioner, 4+ years experience, acute care certification.
Indeed has a huge pool of amazing candidates and screener tools that help you find your most qualified applicants.
Whoa, an entire short list of unicorns.
See why more than 3 million companies worldwide use Indeed to hire. Post your job at Indeed.com/hire. Indeed, the world's #1 job site. Source.com score total visits.
Enjoy the road home this holiday season in a BMW through January 2nd. Take advantage of the up to $3,000 holiday credit. Visit BMWATL.com for details. Go Dogs. 54-40. The Dogs enjoying the holiday road home right now, leading by 14 over UMass with 15:36 to play in the ball game.
Speaking of which, was Santa Claus good to you?
He was good to my family.
Well, how about you?
He was good to my family.
Yeah, I was going to say Adam got the usual lump of coal,
which he turned into a diamond. Because he's wearing it on his ring. Yeah, we had a good Christmas, good holiday season.
That's great. We did too. We were up in Maine. It was and not snowing, but it was cold. It was just clear and cold.
Yeah, you've put some miles on the old vehicle recently, haven't you?
A few clicks on the old odometer.
Claxton free throw for the three-point play is good. They almost got a lane violation as Nicholas takes his time at the line now. He's got 14 points in the ball game. He had 7 in the first half. He's got 7 here in the second. There's
a good shot.
Quick three by the Minutemen from the left wing to make it 55-42. So we, for a moment, had a 15-point lead. But Curtis Cobb hoists up his second 3 of the ball game. And the Dogs lose the ball in front court over the end line. It'll be UMass possession. 55-42, Dogs lead.
Yeah. Scott, I think that was a 2 he hit.
You are correct, yes. Thought it was a 3. It was a 2.
Yeah, it was just inside the...
Whistle and a foul on the far side of the floor. Anthony Jordan working that whistle tonight.
Jordan Harris
picks up his 3rd foul for the Dogs, first of the half. Going to be a shooting foul for Curtis Cobb, the 6'4 redshirt junior guard. The transfer from Fairfield will step to the line. Right-handed foul shooter. Free throw is up and in good. Cobb now in double figures with 10 as Harris comes out of the ball game, picking up his third foul. Bede comes out as well for the Dogs.
You know, normally by this point and a half, you would see Tyree Crump on the floor. He has not come back in, and we saw him overriding the bike. Well, I wonder if he's got a little strained muscle or something.
Cobb missed the second free throw. We got the rebound. Hightower works on the front end for Georgia through the lane diagonally. Tries to get a pass to Ingumeze coming down the baseline, and Umass stripped the ball away and knocks it out of bounds. Dogs possession with 20 on the clock. If Crump wasn't working with the second half warm-ups in the layup line with his teammates, he was over behind us riding the stationary cycle. Turtle Jackson back in the game, and welcome back to the game, Turtle, with a three right of the circle. That's a three-point Scana Energy basket from Turtle Jackson. And Umass answers quickly. Laurent with a three-pointer from the right wing. Back-to-back threes, one for each team. Dogs go quickly. Turtle through the lane. Jump pass right side. Tried to go in the corner to Ingumeze. Intercepted by Cobb. Umass takes it right to left up the other end of the floor. 58-46. Dogs lead by 12. Minutemen with the possession. Here's a drive by the little guy, Trey Wood. His layup rims out. No good. Dogs get the rebound. Wood with his first appearance in the ball game here in the second half. Works against Hightower now, man-to-man defense. Tishon with a bounce pass to Rayshawn Hammonds. He's guarded tightly by Diallo. They work it back to Hightower down the lane, throws it up off the right side of the glass. Offensive rebound, Hightower falling away, put back with one hand, good.
He just kept fighting and kept fighting. That's where effort really pays off for you. You go at the glass hard.
And UMass has a player shaken up, so the officials call time after the basket by Hightower.
Crump's now going to come in the game. We'll see how he is.
Tyree comes in. And the injured player is Trey Wood, who just came in the ball game here a minute or so ago. 6'1" freshman guard from Upper Marlboro, Maryland, is sitting on the floor. He's sitting up, but he's sitting on the court on the far sideline next to the courtside seats, and the officials are going to come take a look at something, check and see if Wood got hit in any way. So the last play is under review. It's brought to you by Barbasol, offering you a chance to score big when you join the new Barbasol Shave Club. Grab your premium starter kit for just $6.99 today with code BASKETBALL at Barbasol.com. Game on. Now they're going to lay Wood down on his back. He was sitting up, being tended to by training staff for UMass. Our view is blocked by Georgia's team and the huddle and the coaching staff as they help Wood up, and they're going to take him straight up the tunnel and into the locker room, I believe. He's covering his face with his jersey. I don't know if he was bleeding or he got hit in the mouth or what's going on, but
Scotty's holding his nose like it,
taking him away. Well, we saw Etorian get hit like that in the Caymans, and he was out for a month after that.
Exactly right.
He got hit in the nose. We just thought he got hit in the nose, but it turned into concussion-like symptoms.
Yeah, and they put him in protocol.
60-46, Georgia by 14. UMass with the ball. Minutemen work it with Cobb. Jump pass. He almost traveled.
Yeah, he got in the
away.
air. He got in the air. Didn't know what he wanted to do with it.
His pass was intercepted by Claxton. He's going to take it all the way down. Switches hands. He lays it up with the left from the right side of the iron. Big Clax showing his guard skills and his ball handling talent right there. He's got 16. 62-46. Pipkins inside the arc. 2 left of the lane. Rattles out. Offensive rebound. Baptiste. And he puts it back up and in. Jerry Baptiste with his first points for UMass after a few years of playing at Vanderbilt. Here's Hammonds for 3, left side, left it short. Rebound, Karams right down to Cobb on the baseline. UMass with the ball, long lob pass up to Pipkins in the front court. Over to Laurent for a 3, unguarded. He buries the 3 from the right wing. Another three by Jonathan Laurent, the transfer from Rutgers. All of his points are from distance tonight. He's got 3 threes, and he's got 9 points. 62-51. Georgia lead is 11. Dogs have the ball. Hammonds tries to drive against Diallo, and Diallo fouls him. Rayshawn was moving the ball side to side, twisting at the waist, tried to put it on the floor. Diallo fouled. And it's going to be bonus time for the Dogs, as that is the 8th team foul on Umass, and that'll put Rayshawn on the line for the 1-and-1. Diallo with his first foul of the game. The big guy, Holloway, back in for UMass, down on the right low block, as Hammonds prepares to shoot free throws. Number 1 rolls off the front edge of the rim, no good. Rayshawn's first miss tonight. He's got a dozen points in the ball game. 62-51. The lead is 11 for Georgia. Pipkin's in trouble, covered up by Wilridge.
Whoa!
His pass went to Diallo through the lane, jump pass to the wing, and he threw it in the third row of seats.
Well, that guy was wide open over there in the third row.
But he had popcorn in one hand, but the other hand was open. Turnover, UMass. Dogs with the possession. Turtle will bring it up against pressure in the backcourt by Carl Pierre. Jackson into the front side, hands off to Crump. Crump almost traveled. He bobbled the ball as he took the handoff. Turtle's got it back now, backs up outside the arc on the right side of the floor. Wilridge with a screen. Turtle stumbles, drives to the baseline, jump pass to Crump, who catches it, shoots as he takes a step towards the basket. He drained the three.
And he was off balance when he caught that pass. Was not exactly perfect, and he had to kind of fall to get it. I really didn't think he'd make it, but he did. He drained it, didn't even touch the rim. Beautiful.
He was stumbling towards it, took a step towards the three-point line and knocked down another Scana Energy three-pointer. Pierre misses in the lane, around the rim and out on the jumper, no good. And on the rebound, a whistle and a foul on UMass. And that'll stop the clock with 11:30 to go. Anthony Jordan didn't want to hear from Matt McCall as the bench erupted after that whistle. 65-51. Dogs lead by 14. Timeout. Back after this. Bulldog Sports Network.
Whether you're an elite athlete, in youth sports, or a weekend warrior, the Northside Hospital Sports Medicine Network keeps you in the game and ready for action. Our team of experts offers a full range of sports medicine services to prevent and treat injuries and improve performance. With 10 locations in the Atlanta region, the Northside Hospital Sports Medicine Network is in your neighborhood. For details, call 1-855-NH-SPORT. That's 1-855-NH-SPORT.
When the lane's packed on the court, you go to the open player. When the lane's packed on the highway, you go to ProPilot Assist, the 2019 Nissan Rogue. Now with available Nissan intelligent mobility technologies like ProPilot Assist that can start and stop in highway traffic all on its own. Nissan Rogue, for the win. Get to Nissan, a proud partner of the UGA Bulldogs. ProPilot Assist is an available feature and cannot prevent collisions. Always monitor traffic conditions. Keep both hands on the steering wheel. See owner's manual for safety information.
When you're getting ready to cheer on the Bulldogs, bring more flavor to the game with Cheez-It and Pringles. And now Cheez-It and Pringles give you the chance to win the biggest prize of the season, a trip to Minneapolis to hoop it up with the stars at the Celebrity Crunch Classic. Visit CelebrityCrunchClassic.com for entry details and official rules. No purchase necessary. Ends 3/8/19. Void where prohibited. Stock up on Cheez-It and Pringles. Enter for your chance to win. And go Dogs!
(65-51) is our score. Georgia with a 14-point lead. 11:30 to go in this ball game. Scana Energy is a proud partner of the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network. For every 3-point shot made by the Dogs, Scana Energy will make a $25 donation to the University of Georgia General Scholarship Fund. Tonight, the Dogs are 7 of 14 on 3-point shots. Tyree Crump is a perfect 3 for 3.
I'll tell you what, when he's confident in hitting from behind the arc, it's a terrific weapon for the Dogs. There's no question, because he can shoot you right back into a game if you're behind, and he can do so many things for you.
It's quick points. He had 10 against Georgia Tech in that win a few days back. Umass with the basketball. The foul apparently was on Turtle Jackson before the timeout. I thought they got Umass, but they got the Dogs for the foul on the loose ball. Pipkins drives against Claxton the right side along the baseline. Reverse lay-in good by the 5'11 guard. Pipkins now with 16 points, his first field goal of the second half. 65-53, full court pressure by the Minutemen. Turtle being harassed, jump pass at half court, intercepted by Cobb. Misses the layup on the other end. He got the steal at half court, misses the layup, he hit the iron. Turtle gets it back to Crump for a three. Left side won't go off the iron. Woolridge with a rebound, fights through two defenders. Layup won't go, but he got fouled. He got fouled pretty hard by Samba Diallo, his second, team's 9th. That's going to put Etorian on the free throw line. A couple of shots coming for Woolridge. First free throw is up and in good. Etorian 3 for 3 from the line tonight. Or excuse me, 3 for 4. Does have the one miss. 66-53, Georgia by 13. We've led an entire ball game with 10:57 to go. Woolridge hits a pair of free throws. Toe a 53% free throw shooter, but in the mid-70s so far this season. You can see the improvement. 67-53, Dogs lead is 14. Umass has the ball.
Good
pass
deflection
tipped by Crump. Knocked back to Ogbede. Back up to Tyree at the elbow. Sends it left to Claxton. And they foul Nicholas left of the lane down low. And that's going to be the 10th team foul, putting the Dogs in the double bonus with 10:35 to go. It'll be Clax going to the line for 2 foul shots. The free throw, or the foul rather, committed by Jonathan Laurent.
Well, it's almost almost 11 minutes of double bonus for Georgia. That's a nice thing to have.
Claxton free throw by the big, long, rangy left-hander, up and in. 17 for Big Clax tonight, who picked up his 5th double-double of the season in the win over Georgia Tech. 13 points, 13 rebounds, a career-best 6 blocks. That free throw is good. A career-best 6 assists, and a couple of steals. That's all he did against the Yellow Jackets. He gives Georgia a 16-point lead here now, 69-53. Umass attacks from down the right edge of the lane, under the basket. Another foul on. We foul Pipkins. Woolridge with the foul. And that's going to put the guard back on the free throw line.
Coach Crane trying to tell Etorian that, you play defense with your feet. Use your feet to get over in front of him. Don't reach.
Pipkins 0 for 6 on threes as he misses the free throw. But I was going to say, but 6 for 7 from the foul line. Now he's 6 for 8. And he's a decent three-point shooter. He's not outstanding, but he's in the mid-30s percentage-wise, but unable to find his range tonight. Have to wipe the ball off. I can find a towel. Wipe the moisture off the basketball. And then Ogbede takes the towel from the official, wipes off his face. And Pipkins misses the second free throw. Fight for the rebound. It's being tipped up. It's loose. Pipkins picks it up in the lane, then lays it up and in.
That's one of those that we were talking about earlier. Sometimes the ball just bounces right for you, and it did for the Minutemen that time.
All the action was taking place to the right of the basket, and the ball got away from that grouping of players, and was bouncing all alone in the lane, and Pipkins was there to pick it up and lay it up and in.
By himself.
He's got 18 points to lead Umass tonight. Claxton's got 18 for the Dogs. He's our leading scorer. 69-55. Ogbede had fallen down in that scrum for the rebound, and now they have to bring out the mop. Get the moisture up off the floor. The official is pointing out where the ball boy needs to mop right now. And we're waiting to resume play with 10:21 to go in the game. Georgia 69, Umass 55. Claxton to Turtle against full court pressure. Back to Clax. And Big Clax hustles it up into the front court. Nicholas hand it off. No, he'll fake it to Turtle. Give it to Crump on the right wing. Tyree to the free throw line. He spins and into Pipkins, who's whistled for the foul. That's his fourth. We got 2 shots coming for Tyree Crump, the junior guard from Bainbridge, Georgia, an 85% free throw shooter. Dogs by 14. Big lead has been 16 here in the ball game. Dogs have never trailed. Trying to win their 8th game heading into conference play, which begins Saturday afternoon at number 3 Tennessee, Thompson Bowling Arena at 3:30. Free throw by Crump is no good. Rattled out.
They come home then against Vandy and then back on the road against Auburn. The 2 conference co-champions from last year, both on the road in 2 of our first 3 games of SEC play.
And then, Kentucky, Florida after that.
You are right.
Both home games, but you jump right into the gauntlet. Free throw, Crump is good. He makes 1 out of 2. Climbs into double figures with 10 points, 70-55. Georgia by 15 points. Umass got the ball, under 10 minutes to play. Clergeot drives hard on the dribble, works against Crump, back the other way, into the lane, falling down, flips it up with a right hand. Whistle blows and a foul on the Dogs. They got Hammonds for a block.
Tom Green's incredulous. I don't blame him. Hammonds was totally stationary.
Looked at the replay. May have gotten a piece of him with the hip. As I quickly caught the replay on the big board. Nonetheless, Keon Clergeot, 6'1" guard, transfer from Memphis to the free throw line, 80% foul shooter. Clock stopped with 9:50 to go. Chance for points for UMass with the clock not moving, and Clergeot drains the free throw. That is his first point of the night for the young man, averaging 6.5 a game. 70-56, second free throw to come. 7th team foul on the Dogs, so both teams in the bonus, Dogs in the double bonus. Missed the second free throw. Dogs rebound. Claxton. He's going to bring it up himself. Through the logo. Crump came around behind him to take the handoff, but Cobb wouldn't let him. Now they give it to Crump on the wing. Tyree behind a screen from Woolridge, reverses the ball, threw it away. Stolen by Cobb for UMass. Minutemen with the ball, front court left. Fadeaway 2, left of the lane, won't go. Rebound, plucked out of the air by Crump. Tyree now switches hands on the dribbles, brings it up the floor, explodes to the basket, layup good for the right side. Down the lane he goes.
Tyree saw the opening. They cut him off on the left side. He just took it underneath, reversed it.
Cobb wanted to shoot the 3. Hammonds got on him in a hurry for Georgia's defense. Oh, here's a 3 straight away.
Wow.
Ooh, brick.
Yeah, nobody got hurt.
Brick did. We got the rebound. Claxton a little winded, mouth agape, jogs slowly, coming down, works in front of the Georgia bench. He might need a blow right here. Needs a breather. He's going to play through this offensive set with 8:43, the clock moving. 72-56 Georgia. Lead is 16, largest lead of the game. Crump reverses to Hammonds left side. Rayshon on the baseline. Ball goes up in the air. They strip him, and now UMass takes it away with Clergeot running up the floor half court to get the Dogs for a foul. Yep. Woolridge at half court, reaching across to knock the ball away. Tried to get a deflection, got the foul instead. Second foul on Woolridge, and that stops the clock with 8:28 to go in the ball game. Much to Claxton's delight, he gets to take a breather.
Oh, I got to tell you, that guy, he works on the floor, doesn't he?
I don't think he's come out of the game here in the second half. If he has, it hasn't been for long. Baptiste is back in for UMass now with 3 fouls. Clock stopped with 8:28 remaining, and Keon Clergeot back on the foul line. He hit 1 of 2 a moment ago. Right-handed shooter from Winter Haven, Florida. Free throw off the rim, no good. Rebound with 2 hands, Hammonds for Georgia. Dogs have it. Hightower back in. He'll bring it into the front court. Changes directions, left side of the floor. Hands it off to Ty Fagan, who's also back in. Freshman from Thomaston. Hand off to Hightower. They go to the left side of the floor to Hammonds on the baseline. Throws it up over the iron. There was a whistle and a foul on Umass. Going to be on Laurent for the Minutemen.
Sean, it was very quick. He saw a slight opening on the baseline, took it quickly, put it up in a hurry, and that's why he missed the shot so badly, but he was being fouled too, so that may have had a little bit to do with it.
Hammond's back on the line, 12 points in the ball game, 4 of 5 from the stripe tonight for the left-hander. And the Norcross, Georgia product knocks it down. 13 for Rayshawn Hammonds, the Dogs' leading scorer this season, averaging almost 15 points a ball game. He's closing in on that average tonight. This will be for his 14th point. Ball's in the air, and it's good. Hammonds 4 for 5 from the line in the second half. Doesn't have a field goal yet, but Dogs are getting scoring from a lot of different places. They lead at 74-56. 18-point Georgia lead, largest of the game. Clergeot drives, pushes off Hammonds, gets a look at the basket.
That should have been a call. That was a blatant push off.
He got the bucket instead, his first of the half. Clergeot makes it 74-58 Georgia. Turtle hustles it into the front court. They go to Hammonds, backdoor feed to Hightower. Tried a one-handed slam. Pass goes to Fagan in the corner. 3 ball is an air ball. Rebound, UMass. They run it up the floor. Diagonal bounce pass to Laurent. Jump stop, nowhere to go with it. He gets it to Cobb on the left baseline. He's double teamed. Threads the needle with a pass. They throw it into the right corner. Pierre, catch, shoot, 3, good. His first 3 of this ball game. He had 5 in their win last season at home. That's his first of the night here in Athens. 74-61. Fagan one-on-one with the defense. Couple of steps, missed the running layup. Dogs rebound underneath with Ogbede. Get the ball to Turtle Jackson. He'll drive and work left of the lane and get fouled. A blocking foul on UMass. And that gets us into a timeout with 6:57 to go as Laurent commits his 3rd foul for the Minutemen. Timeout with 6:57 to play. Georgia 74, UMass 61 on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
It's no secret that things grow well in Georgia, like peanuts, cotton, and corn. But families and communities also flourish here. That's because Georgia Power is helping bring new businesses and industries to our state. In the last 10 years alone, we've helped create over 134,000 new jobs. Because Georgia is our home too, and we want life here to thrive for all of us. Georgia Power, generating opportunity. Learn more at georgiapower.com/growth.
The Dogs are heard right here. This is the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
At PT Solutions Physical Therapy, we're proud to be an official partner of UGA. In sports, getting to the next level takes lots of talent and lots of work. At PT Solutions, we believe that every young athlete deserves the opportunity to chase his or her dream. That's why you'll find our therapists and trainers on the fields and sidelines at every level, helping athletes stay healthy and be at their best. We hope you'll visit us at over 40 Georgia locations or at ptsolutions.com.
Hi, welcome to the Subway Simple 6 radio ad. How would you like to hear it?
From a game show host?
All right, let's play.
Thanks, Johnny. Tonight's contestants are playing for the fantastic Simple 6 menu. Their choice of 6 different 6-inch subs, chips, and a 21-ounce drink. With subs like the spicy Italian and Black Forest ham, this is one $6 deal that can't be beat. Subway, make it what you want.
At participating restaurants, additional charge for extras plus applicable tax. No additional discounts or coupons may be applied.
Hey, Georgia fans, at StubHub, every Bulldog ticket is 100% guaranteed. You'll find the best selection of tickets anywhere. StubHub's been getting fans into the game for over 17 years. StubHub, the official fan-to-fan ticket marketplace of the Georgia Bulldogs. StubHub, be there. I know a guy who used StubHub tonight, Jim Harbaugh.
He's here.
The brother-in-law of Georgia's coach, Tom Crean, is here in the building with his family tonight.
You don't think Tom could get him a ticket? Huh? I
don't know how that works.
They sold a lot of tickets tonight. I will tell you that Jim Harbaugh probably appreciates great athletic performances, And Nicholas Claxton again tonight, he's 1 rebound shy of a double-double. He's got 9 boards, 18 points, 1 assist, 3 blocks, and a steal. He's checking all those boxes again.
We're getting used to seeing those type of lines, aren't we? Turtle Jackson's going to be at the foul line for Georgia.
It's like I've said before, he's a guy I'd pay money to see. Fans in this area, if you're not taking advantage, if you love the game of basketball, and you want to see a guy that really gives everything he's got when he's on the floor and is good in a lot of areas, come see Nicholas Claxton play basketball.
Turtle knocks down his first free throw of the night. 3 points in the game for the senior from Athens. Second free throw, right-handed release, up and in, good. Turtle now 10 of 13 at the line this season, 76-61. Jackson checks out of the ball game.
And
for the
Scott,
Dogs.
while we're talking, listen, Nicholas does this. He's 7 for 11 from the floor. That's pretty, and 3 for 3 at the line. I mean, so, it's not like he's shooting it every time he's going down the floor.
Dogs block UMass's first attempt from Claire Jo, but the block, as we've seen tonight, goes right back to the Minutemen, and they get points on the second attempt. On the layup, we got the block, but they got the ball back and scored. 76-63, Georgia by 13. Dogs with the possession. Claxton not on the floor for us right now. But Ogbede and Crump are. Crump for 3. No. Back iron. Rebound, the big guy, Holloway. Above the arc straight away. UMass will push it up into the front court left. They work on the baseline. Pierre's 2-pointer along the baseline is off the iron. No good. Rebound to the Dogs. Fagan got it for Georgia. Hammonds is controlling the ball now. Back to Ty. Over to Crump. Quick feed. Hightower. Right corner 3. Good! T-Shot for 3 right in front of his teammates on the bench. He's got 7 all in his half, and Georgia Jackson back up to a 16-point lead.
When Georgia came down the floor, he went right to that corner spot, and he was just waiting. He had plenty of time to measure it. He was waiting for that pass to come to him.
Big Clax at the scorer's table, waiting to check back in the ball game. UMass works on the right end of the floor, left end of the floor, excuse me. Along the baseline is Laurent. Try to reverse layup, threw the ball straight up in the air. He got fouled by Rayshawn Hammonds. Hammonds with his third is going to put Laurent on the free throw line, 85% foul shooter. But he does have a miss tonight. 1 for 2 from the line. He's got 9 points in the ball game. And the 6'6" forward puts the free throw in the air, knocks it down. Good. 10 points for Jonathan Laurent. UMass will play their conference opener at home in their next ball game. They go home and host the Explorers of LaSalle on Saturday. And as we've mentioned, Georgia will be on the road in Knoxville to play third-ranked Tennessee on Saturday afternoon. Free throw is good by Laurent. He's got 11, and the Dogs' lead is 14 now with 5:32 to go in the game. Clock moving. Dogs bring it up against pressure. Hammonds against Pipkins. Now Hightower will take control. T-Shawn works against Cobb. Jump pass to Hammonds between the circles. Left-handed, one-handed pass to Clax. Back to Hammonds on the give and go. Drive into the lane. He falls to the floor. He's fouled.
Scott,
on Cobb for UMass.
Before the start of the game, we mentioned Georgia's bench scoring being a big difference for the Dogs throughout this season. And again tonight, they're right now 25-18. They're outscoring the UMass bench. That has been what we were plus 180 or another 7 now. It'd be plus 187 so far this season with our bench.
Tom's used 11 players tonight. Just about everybody's scored that's been in the ball game. In fact, I think everyone has scored that's been in the ball game. Even Christian Harrison, the walk-on transfer from Troy, has points tonight. Free throw by Hammonds is up and in, good for the Dogs. Rayshawn now with 15 points. Second leading scorer for the Dogs tonight. Claxton, as Chuck told you earlier, 18 points and 9 rebounds. Leads the Dogs in both of those categories this evening. And that free throw rattles and rolls in good for Rayshawn Hammonds. 81-65 Georgia. Dogs lead by 16. We have not trailed tonight. We did not trail in Atlanta against Georgia Tech in the last out.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say we're not going to trail tonight.
Pipkins dribbles behind the back and sees an opening, drives, lays it up from the left side of the iron against two white shirts.
I am tired of seeing that guy go to the glass, though.
He's pretty good at it. He's got 20. Hammond spinning awkwardly into the front court, almost fell down, finds Claxton wide open for a three, left wing, too deep, no good. Hammonds gets the rebound, goes back, attacks, lays it up and in. He had Pipkins right there defending, but not really.
Yeah,
he didn't want to foul.
He didn't want any part of that.
He's got 4 fouls, so he just watched. His three is off the mark from the right wing. Bodies go to the floor. The rebound is touched out. It'll belong to UMass. Hammond still laying on the floor, and Crump comes over to help him up.
Well, Claxton and Hammonds, who both can rebound, were high in the air, and they were fighting over the rebound and went out of bounds with it.
Clock stopped with 4:24 to go. They mop up the moisture left by all those bodies that hit the deck. Georgia trying to get into defensive position. UMass will inbound. Front court left with Pipkins. The big guy, Holloway's stretched out on the left baseline, guarded by Ogbede over here on the left side. They lob it into Cobb, working around on the left wing. Clergeot goes to Pipkins. He's matched up with Claxton. Goes to the baseline. Jump pass in traffic, tipped and stolen by the Dogs. Georgia off and running. Hightower down the lane. Dishes right. Crump, whip, rolls off. They call a charge on Hightower. T-Shawn with his third foul. He's just baffled by the play.
He thought he saw the opening. He got in the air, and it was a bang-bang play. It could have gone. That could have gone either way.
Clergeot took the charge just above the restricted arc under the basket.
He just got there in the nick of time, let me tell you.
Here's Diallo along the right baseline for UMass, driving towards the lane in the basket, and a foul on Hammonds. Hit him on the arm, says the official. That's 4 on Rayshon, all in this half. Clock stops with 3:56 to go in the ball game. Official timeout with Georgia leading 83-67 over UMass. We're back in a moment on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
Hi, Georgia fans. I'm Scott Howard here for UPS. Your customers want more from your business. You've got to make more happen, whether they're in Athens, Georgia, or on the other side of the world. Globally or locally, UPS is building solutions to help businesses give their customers exactly what they want. More. Made easy. UPS, official logistics company of Georgia Athletics.
Coach Kirby Smart here. Let's talk about the official healthcare provider of UGA Athletics, Piedmont Healthcare. Piedmont makes sure that our dogs are playing their best, but we know you don't have to be a college athlete to get bumps and bruises. With urgent care, same-day appointments, virtual visits from your smartphone or desktop, and Piedmont Quick Care at Walgreens, they've got the care you need when you need it. Booking an appointment is only a click away. So for game day and every day, get better at piedmont.org/UGA.
Home or away, win or lose, you are a die-hard fan, tethered to your team by a legacy of fierce ambition and unwavering pride.
At Ford, it's this kind of drive and dedication that pushes us to go further. With smart technology and innovative design, Ford gives you the confidence, comfort, and style you need for the road ahead. For great offers on Ford cars, trucks, and SUVs, see your local Ford dealer today.
.356 remain in tonight's contest. Georgia has a comfortable 83-67 lead. Our in-game recap is brought to you by Regions Bank, the official bank of the SEC. The lead was 11 at intermission, and Georgia has done nothing but add to that here in half number 2, leading by as much as 18 points in this half. We've got two guys with 18 points tonight, Nicholas Claxton and Rayshon Hammonds, each sharing the scoring lead. Clax is 7 for 12 from the field. Hammonds is 4 for 6 and 8 of 9 from the free throw line tonight. Clax also has 9 rebounds in the ball game. Hammonds with 18 points and 7 boards. And in a bit of foul trouble now. He's got 4 as he stays on the floor. And Umass going to the line for 2 shots here. Samba Diallo, 6'7" freshman forward. Played his high school in New Jersey. He's from Senegal. He's a left-handed shooter, and he misses the first one off the back rim. No good. Looking for his first points here in the second half for the Minutemen. Second free throw, no good. Karam's back into the lane. Baptiste tried to tip the rebound for the visiting team, but Georgia able to collect it. Now Claxton has the ball stripped by Diallo at half court, and then he drives his shoulders into the official, Anthony Jordan, who's able to take that hit.
And Anthony did a good job. He kind of patted him on the back like, hey, that was good. You had good form. You
good form tackle.
Had your shoulder down, but your head up.
That would not have been targeting. Claxton behind a screen from Ogbede, handles the basketball. Now gives it back to Hightower. High on the right side of the floor. Front court, the Dogs work. Bounce feed to Hammonds. Defender goes for the steal. Hammonds pass cross court to Ogbede for a two-handed finish. Slam dunk style.
Their defender was left with 2 choices. Do I go pick up Hammonds or do I stay with Ogbede? He went for Hammonds. Hammonds got it to Ogbede.
85-67 Dogs. Umass with the ball. 3:13 to go. Pipkins works against Derrick, and Ogbede got his body in front of the ball carrier or the dribbler and commits the foul with a little bit of a hip check. The foul on Derrick is his 3rd, and that'll put their guard back at the foul line where he has taken up residence there tonight.
Well, he has.
Pipkins free throw up and in. 21.
He wears interesting socks. It's got all these little characters.
They're Spider-Man socks.
Yeah, all over his socks.
Yeah, they're gray with a red stripe around the top and Spider-Man up closest to the top of the sock. I don't think those are a college issue. But then again, looking around, I think all of them are wearing different socks. One guy's got Tasmanian devil socks on. Blocking foul.
Wow, on Derrick. That's his 4th.
On Ogbede. 2 quick ones now on the Big O. 85-69 is our score. Dogs lead by 16 with 2:59 to play in the game. Umass gets it back. Clergeot with a left-hand dribble in the front court left. Now over to Cobb. It's guarded by Crump. Swipes at the ball. Cobb now gets in motion. They work the ball on the left side of the floor. Pipkins holds it high on the left wing. Across the top of the key. Wants to shoot the 3. Steps back and launches. Off the rim. No good. Still hasn't hit a 3 tonight. Rebound Hammonds. Pipkins 0 for 8 on 3-point shots. But 8 of 11 from the free throw line. 7 of 19 shooting the basketball for their talented point guard. Ogbede shovels it out to Hightower on the left wing, down on the baseline, runs into Big Baptiste. Runs away from that, 10 to shoot. Lobs it into the paint to Ogbede. Stripped away by Umass. They'll run the floor in the other direction. Clergeot into the lane, and a reach-in foul on Crump is going to be called. Crowd doesn't like the call. Maybe they thought he got all ball down there on that end of the floor. Foul on Crump, number 1 on Tyree, and that puts Umass back on the line. Double bonus, 2 foul shots coming.
At this point, I think the crowd is like, is that a pity foul? Just because they're losing so badly, or you're giving them a chance?
Clergeot, free throw, no good. Off the rim. Clergeot's 80% foul shooter is struggling from the line tonight, just 1 for 4. He'll dribble it a few times, get a second try, puts it up in the air with the right hand and knocks it down this time. So 2 for 5 from the line, makes it 85-70, Georgia by 15. Hightower with a behind-the-back dribble to get away from pressure defense in the backcourt. Runs the floor into the front, swishes it over left into the lane to Claxton. He puts it up and in, and Nicholas grabs at his back as he goes up awkwardly to lay it up.
That was a little awkward. That was not your smooth finish at the rim, but he had to get around a guy.
20 points now for Big Clax, another double-double, 20 and 10. That's a good night's work. Layup by Pipkins, missed at the iron. Rebound, Crump. He's going to take it the length of the floor and draw the foul on the right end. He got the rebound and took it right down the middle of the court. Got fouled at the basket on the right end of the floor. He's going to go to the line. 2 shots coming. As the foul is on Curtis Cobb, his third, the 6'4" guard from Fall River, Massachusetts. Crump at the line with a 17-point lead. Free throw number 1, all nets. Tyree with 13 points. The bulk of those here in the second half. JoJo Toppin will check in the ballgame for the first time.
He's also had a rebound, 3 assists, and a steal.
Ignas Sargunas also in the ballgame for the first time. We insert a couple of freshmen here with 1:39 to go. And a third freshman will come in as well, Ty Fagan. Crump hits both free throws and will exit the ball game.
Crump's left shoulder's bothering him. He motioned over to the bench. That left shoulder was giving him trouble.
Man, all this break time we've had in this month, you kind of scratch your head over these guys that might be injured. You would have hoped they would be fully recovered as we enter conference play. 89-70, Dogs' largest lead of the game at 19 points. Clergeot angles through the lane, kicks it out right side for a 3. That won't go. Unique McLean into the game for UMass and misses his first attempt. Dogs rebound that miss with 1:16 to play.
Yeah, Claxton with another board.
20 and 11 for Big Clax, his 6th double-double of the season. He might get a triple-double before the season's
you know what?
done.
You told me that earlier. You said Georgia's never had that?
Never in the history of the program. Sargunas left alone with 3 on the clock. Launches a 3 from the right corner. Rims out, no good. Rebound UMass. They drive with Clergeot. He's down the lane. He may have landed awkwardly as he lays it up good. And they will stop play for Clergeot to kind of walk off the injury. Mike Edwards going to check into the ball game for Georgia along with Connor O'Neill. Claxton out. Hammond's out. We've cleared the floor. Leading by 17, 89-72. And the Dogs with Fagan, Sargunas, Toppin, O'Neill, and Edwards probably to finish out the final 48.6 seconds. And UMass has done the same. They have Kieran Hayward, a transfer from LSU, on the floor, along with Unique McLean, who missed that last 3 for the Minutemen. Sargunas now in front court, fouled on a push by UMass. That was on Diallo. And that will put Ignas Sargunas, the 6'5" freshman guard from Lithuania, on the free throw line for the first time tonight. 2 for 2 shooting foul shots this season. Very limited play. Right-handed shooter. Free throw number 1 is good. Ignas into the scorebook. The folks on the right end of the Coliseum like that. 90-72 Georgia. Second free throw also good. Sargunas scores, as have most of the other Georgia players tonight. Just about everybody in the game, except for these substitutions they made,
everybody
has scored in the ballgame.
Yeah.
28 seconds to go. Diallo through the lane, hops towards the basket, puts it up with his left hand. The ball never got to the iron. It rolls out of bounds. It's going to be Georgia's basketball. Fagan inbounds to Sargunas into the front court. Shot clock is off with 20 seconds to go. Fagan will hold.
Just pull it back. They're not
Sargunas on the left
Just pull
side.
it back.
Edwards, they'll run the offense. I don't think they're going to shoot. 8 seconds to go. Sargunas will dribble it out high on the right wing. Tom Crean and Matt McCall will shake hands at half court. Final second ticks away. Georgia winner tonight, 91-72. To improve to 8-4 on the year. UMass with the loss drops to 7-6. The Dogs close out most of the non-conference portion with 8 wins and 12 tries. They still have a non-conference game against Texas later in the month of January in the Big 12 SEC Challenge, but the Dogs jump into conference play on Saturday at Tennessee. A 3:30 contest from Thompson Bowling Arena. We'll be on the air with you at 3:05 to begin our coverage of Bulldogs basketball. But a fine showing, Chuck, by the Dogs tonight, 91-72. They win
and the most important thing Scott, is now Georgia's won 5 of their last 6 games. Now that's some momentum to get you into conference play. Now, certainly the challenge at the beginning of conference play is going to be steep. But you know what? If the Dogs can find a way just to protect this home floor and then steal one somewhere on the road, boy, that'd be a tremendous way to come out of the gate here in January in 2019 in SEC play.
Well, we got a double dip from Nicholas Claxton and Rayshawn Hammonds. Claxton with 20 points, Hammonds with 18, Claxton with 11 rebounds, Hammonds with 8. That's a pretty good 1-2 frontline punch for the Dogs, and we're going to get to talk to Rayshawn here in a second.
Here he comes now. Listen, this was just a good effort tonight by these Georgia Bulldogs, and Rayshawn barely. He thought he was out of trouble. He thought he was off the floor, and he thought they won't get me. I'm already going to be in the locker room, but we were able to snag him and get him back out here. Congratulations, pal. That's 5 out of your last 6 now. You guys have won. Do you feel like you got some momentum as you head toward conference play?
Just playing as a team, talking to each other, and encourage each other every day to get better. Just had a better spirit during the game.
How do you enjoy, or tell us what you enjoy about playing with Nicholas Claxton? You guys are a pretty good 1-2 punch.
It's fun. It's very fun. I guess we just got good chemistry. We all been around each other. We always talk the game with each other against different teams. During the game, we'll talk to each other. After the game, we talk to each other. We just work together. We told each other that we want to have a good season, and as a team, we told each other we want to have a good season with everybody. So everybody work as a team.
One of the things that Coach Crean has talked to us about is improving your communication, not yours specifically, but with the team on the floor.
Yeah.
And you guys are doing that.
He talked to me every day in practice, and I got to talk more. At the beginning of the season, I won't talk that much. Now, as I'm taking on this leader role, I just got to talk more. Help my team. Everybody see different things on the court, so coach might see something different, I might see something different, and me and he'll talk about it on the court, and we work it out together. So, I just try to take advantage of it, being a good leader in every day in practice in the game too.
Great teams communicate on the floor, and that's what you guys are certainly striving to do and getting better at it. Rayshawn, this is 2 straight games. You guys have led it wire to wire. Yeah. Boy, it sure does make it a lot more fun, doesn't it?
Yeah, it makes it a lot more fun. Umass is a very good team. They came out with a great game plan. And, we just worked as a team like always. That's the main focus every game. Work as a team, play hard, communicate, and make good plays for each other. See everybody happy with each other.
You guys are shooting better.
Yeah,
percentages are better. Yeah.
Yeah, he put a lot of emphasis on that every day in practice. We started off with shooting, and ended with shooting. That's the main focus. Get our shots up. Be confident when we shoot it. Every shot ain't gonna go in, but if you have confidence every time you shoot it, 95% of the chance gonna go in.
Pipkins was a bit of a handful tonight, but I want to ask you about playing against the big guy Holloway.
Yeah.
That's a big body to try to move around in there.
Yeah, he's a good player. He's very huge.
He is very huge.
He's very huge, but he's also a good player. You don't see that many dudes that size moving like him and playing like him. He's a very great player.
They list him at 310. Now I want your honest opinion. Would you take the over or under on 310?
Probably like 315, 320.
Yeah, you'll go the over.
Yeah, I go over that. Yeah, I go over that.
Rayshawn, just quick thoughts as you guys get ready to enter the conference season at Tennessee this week.
Yeah.
What do you guys going to be working on?
They're a very great team. The main focus is just getting better every day in practice and just playing together and keep having fun with each other on the court. We know we got tough tasks coming up next Saturday with Tennessee, and they're a very great team. We can't wait to play them.
Congratulations on this tonight, young man. 18 points and 8 rebounds. Nice job on the win.
Also, I want to thank the fans for coming out. They're supporting a lot. We appreciate them coming out and helping us get these wins as a team. Without them, we won't be able to do this. With having them here is very fun having them here because it's a great environment.
They called it a sellout tonight, 10,523. So
yes, that's a great crowd here.
Yeah, we appreciate it a lot. We can't wait to go into conference play with this crowd. It's going to be very fun. It's going to be having the place rocking.
All right. Yeah, let's keep it rocking. Let's keep that scoreboard in our favor, too.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Rayshawn, good to see you, my friend.
Good to see y'all.
Congratulations, bud. Rayshawn Hammonds, our player of the game, IBW player of the game, with 18 points and 8 rebounds tonight, joining Nicholas Claxton with 20 points and 11 boards. The Dogs, big guys, got it done and win it to 91-72 tonight here in Stegman Coliseum. So Georgia now 8-4 for the year. UMass with the loss at 7-6. Stay tuned now for our post-game coverage, and we'll hear from Coach Tom Crean in just a little bit. Our post-game locker room report brought to you by Regions and by Aaron's. Regions is helping Bulldog fans take their next step. Regions has awarded nearly $1 million in scholarships and hosted over 100,000 financial education workshops. Got a goal? Get a game plan at regions.com/nextstep. Regions, official bank of the SEC. And our post-game coverage also brought to you by Aaron's. Lease to own top brands in furniture, electronics, and appliances with no credit needed at Aaron's. Again, the final, Georgia 91, UMass 72. More coverage straight ahead here on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
Hey, Bulldog basketball fans, listen up. When I think about defense, I think of Rocket Mortgage. They created Rate Shield. If rates go up, you're defended. But if rates go down, you get that lower rate. And that can save you some serious cash. Rocket Mortgage, proud mortgage partner of Georgia Athletics. Push button, get mortgage. Call today at 800-QUICKEN or go to rocketmortgage.com.
Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender. Licensed in all 50 states. NMLS number 3030. Racial approval only valid on certain 30-year purchase transactions.
What's up, sports fans? Today on the show, we've got State Farm agent Cole Perez.
Cole. Hey, guys, I'm just here to let the listeners know that State Farm is here to help life go right.
Okay, well, what if it's raining threes so hard that your gutters get damaged?
I think.
What if you're on your home court and somebody swats a brick into your new sedan?
Boom!
Yeah, State Farm can help cover damage to your car or home.
Nice!
It is nice.
Talk to an agent about combining your home and auto insurance today. State Farm, here to help life go right.
This is the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Infrastructure. Have you really stopped to think about what that means to you? Airports, hospitals, education, and economic centers, all built to elevate our lives. But who builds them? The members of the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local 613, believes we should be those people. It's why we train 5 years in the heat, the cold, day or night, rain or shine. We create a better life for everyone. IBEW Local 613. Everyday people committed to building an extraordinary world.
You know, Georgia peaches don't just come from Georgia. They come from farms in Georgia, worked by farmers, working hard to cultivate the crops that drive the state's economy. That's why Georgia Farm Bureau cultivates farmers with support through advocacy and benefits that save families money, like home and auto insurance. Join online for just a couple bucks a year. Easy as peach cobbler.
Our exclusive coverage of Georgia basketball continues with the Locker Room Report, presented by Regions Bank and Aaron's. Now, back to courtside for continuing live coverage of Georgia basketball.
Three ball from the left wing is around the rim 2 times and swishes out. And it's rebounded by the Dogs. Hammonds down to Ogbede, who feeds Claxton down the lane for a two-handed dunk to start this ball game. Two-handed slam by Claxton to make it 2-0 Georgia. And the Dogs were off and running from that point on. That was our assist to the game, sponsored by State Farm, here to help life go right. Talk to an agent today at 800 State Farm. Georgia never looked back after that opening bucket. They never trailed in the ball game, and they go on to win it over Umass tonight to even the series at 1 game apiece, 91-72. Our final to spoil the Minutemen's first visit to the Classic City as Georgia gets the win here on their home floor to wrap up 2018, and we'll open up 2019 on the road in the SEC Saturday afternoon at Tennessee. Our postgame locker room
here, don't we? We got another break. I mean, we went 8 days between games.
Yeah, so now we got 6.
Now we're going to have 6 here.
Yep. Yeah, December's kind of staggered. Well, you know, and not everybody even opens conference play on Saturday. So I was looking at, like, Auburn doesn't play until next Wednesday.
Wednesday, so they really got a break.
So they had kind of a bye in the opening weekend of SEC play. There's only 10 teams that are playing in their conference opener on Saturday.
That guy right there, John Bateman's happy. This is a big crowd tonight, and on a Sunday night, 6 o'clock tip. On New Year's Eve, as you say, that was terrific to see.
I just said it once. I didn't make a big deal out of it.
Well, I made a big deal out of it.
You've caught onto it. Maybe it'll be a hashtag.
That's
Chuck's going to hashtag it. New Year's Eve. As our locker room report, post-game coverage is brought to you by Aaron's and by Regions. Lease to own top brands in furniture, electronics, and appliances with no credit needed at Aaron's. And, some things are bigger than banking, like cheering for the Dogs every game day. And they turned out today. Whether it's a celebratory selfie or a photo on campus, turn your favorite game day moment into a Regions Your Picks Studio Visa debit card. Order your card at regions.com/yourpicksstudio. Regions, official bank of the SEC. 91-72. That's 8 wins for the Georgia Bulldogs now. And the Dogs have been playing pretty well since returning from the Cayman Islands.
No question. After that loss to Georgia State, and then since that time, the team has won 5 out of 6, and the lone loss being by just, 2 points here at home to Arizona State.
And that was with a large lead in the game.
Yeah, but that was the only loss, and Arizona State ranked at the time they were in here. So, Georgia has continued to improve. And I tell you, right now, you couldn't ask for the team to be playing any better and have any more momentum than they've got going into conference play.
It's interesting to see this development evolve over the first 2 months of the season. November was kind of, all right, what do we got here?
Yeah.
What do we work? We're working with a lot of clay.
Floor?
We're trying to mold it.
Yeah.
And now you're seeing – for the most part, which guys are going to play. It might be as deep as 10 or 11 on a regular basis, but you're also seeing the guys who are taking charge. And we talked to one of those after tonight's game, Rayshawn Hammonds. Nicholas Claxton is another one. Mostly it's been our front court guys, Chuck, that have gotten the load of the work done, and we're still looking for those guards to contribute. And I think we're starting to see that develop a little bit as well.
Well, that's going to have to happen. I mean, you can't survive in the SEC without good guard play, and it's been a little sporadic. But in fairness to them, they've had a new system to learn. They've had, obviously, different combinations to work with on the floor as Coach Crean tried to decide, what his rotations were going to be and who was going to be in and in what situations and playing with whom. And as that has progressed and guys have grown more comfortable, that guard play has continued to improve. Georgia continuing to do a great job on the boards. But what I've really been impressed with is the bench play scoring. The fact that our bench is outscoring other benches and that's something we've not been accustomed to seeing. So it's nice that is happening now. And credit a lot to the experience that some of our bench players have gotten over past years.
Well, you pointed it out during the broadcast. I mean, when you can bring a player Tyree Crump's value to the team off the bench, I mean, he comes in and it's quick offense. It's instant offense. 14 points off the bench tonight for Tyree.
Yeah,
and he only played 20 minutes.
But when he was hitting that three, and that's a kid that when his confidence is rolling from behind the arc, he can fill it up in a hurry.
And we'll run through all the numbers for you from this ball game here in just a moment as we continue with our post-game coverage brought to you by Aaron's and by Regions. Our final tonight, Georgia 91, UMass 72. And we'll step aside from our post-game coverage for just a moment. We'll catch up with Coach Tom Crean in a few minutes as well. We'll continue with more right after this on the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Getting your first real paycheck is like celebrating your own Independence Day. It's life-changing once it's deposited, which you can do using Regions Mobile Deposit in your Regions mobile app. Choose when and where to make the money available, take a couple of pictures, click a button or two, and boom! One major achievement in the record books. We get it. Some things are bigger than banking. Learn more at regions.com/mobile deposit. Regions. Member FDIC. Conditions and fees apply.
Hi, welcome to the Subway Simple 6 radio ad. How would you like to hear it?
From a game show host?
All right, let's play.
Thanks, Johnny. Tonight's contestants are playing for the fantastic Simple 6 menu. Their choice of 6 different 6-inch subs, chips, and a 21-ounce drink. With subs like the spicy Italian and Black Forest ham, this is one $6 deal that can't be beat. Subway, make it what you want.
At participating restaurants, additional charge for extras plus applicable tax. No additional discounts or coupons may be applied.
This is your home of the Dogs. You're listening to the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
It's no secret that things grow well in Georgia, like peanuts, cotton, and corn. But families and communities also flourish here. That's because Georgia Power is helping bring new businesses and industries to our state. In the last 10 years alone, we've helped create over 134,000 new jobs. Because Georgia is our home too, and we want life here to thrive for all of us. Georgia Power, generating opportunity. Learn more at georgiapower.com/growth.
Hi, son. You're on speaker. Just got back from the park. Guess I'm getting used to civilian life. Mom's here, too.
Hi, honey. Just making dinner. Your sister's into this gluten-free thing. Am I boring you, dear?
It's just good to hear your voice, Mom.
A call from home takes you home. AT&T proudly offers wireless and TV discounts to military veterans and their families. Get started in store or visit att.com/military savings for details. Coverage not available everywhere. Exclusions, eligibility, and other restrictions apply.
Pierre tries to answer with a three. From the right wing, off the rim, no good. Harris the rebound for the Dogs. Jordan pushes it up right to left, hesitates, now drives, runs right by the defender and lays it up. He just stood there like a cigar store Indian. He didn't move.
He froze the defender. I mean, you hear about freezing a guy? I mean, he froze him.
He did indeed, and Jordan Harris with our ultimate drive of the game, driven by BMW, your Atlanta BMW Centers, the official luxury vehicle of Georgia Athletics. Welcome back to the Stegman Coliseum and our post-game locker room coverage brought to you by Aaron's and by Regions. Helping Bulldog fans take their next step, Regions has awarded nearly $1 million in scholarships and hosted over 100,000 financial education workshops. Got a goal? Get a game plan at regions.com/nextstep. Regions, official bank of the SEC. Our post-game coverage also brought to you by Aaron's, lease to own top brands in furniture, electronics, and appliances with no credit needed at Aaron's. 91-72, that's the good news. Georgia winner over the Minutemen of Umass out of the Atlantic 10. Didn't go our way last season when we played them up there at their place, but it went our way in a big way here tonight as the Dogs go on to a 19-point victory. Nicholas Claxton with 20 points, 11 rebounds. Coach, you with us in there? I think he's in the coach's locker room. We're hearing some rumbling there. We'll talk to the coach here in just a second. Nicholas Claxton with 20 points and 11 rebounds. His sixth double-double of the season. Second in a row. He had a double-double against Georgia Tech in that win.
Yeah, we're ready, Coach. We're
Sorry.
Here. That's all right. We're here. Congratulations, and congratulations on this crowd, too.
Oh, my goodness. I knew it was a great crowd, and you could tell it. It was awesome. But to know that it was a sellout on a Sunday in December 30th is incredible. With all the people that are gone to New Orleans for the football game and all the people that have things going on, to sell this place out on a Sunday afternoon for UMass, I can't thank people enough. I mean, just absolutely phenomenal.
Well, Coach, you gave them something to come back to see again, because certainly the play tonight, again, you let it wire to wire, but the shooting of this team seems to be getting better and better.
Yeah, I agree with you on that, Chuck. I think even when we miss, we've got more and more shots that look like they're going in. Now, we took a couple tough ones, but we're spending a lot of time working on our shooting, our spacing. Today we really wanted to go inside, whether it was to go inside to hit the paint, to score or to drive it and kick it out, or to go into the post up, because we thought we could score with our guys in there. And I'm proud of the way that they played. We came back on Wednesday night. We had a short practice. Then we took them on a field trip to see the Hawks-Pacer game. We came back Thursday. Thursday was our tough day. That was the day coming off a break that we just needed to persevere through. In the last couple of days, we've been sharp. Today, we're sharp. And they came out here and they kept that going. So we're trying to understand every day that the bottom line is we can play harder. We can play harder longer. And when you're playing hard, you're really, really competing. And I thought our guys, for the most part, did a really good job of that. And especially, again, on the defensive end, with this team only getting 8 assists in the game, okay, and then only shooting 18% from three. So, and then the fact that we out-rebounded them by 16. Those are good things.
More deflections for you, Coach.
36 today. Okay. What you have.
Well, we can't keep up with that. I was just looking at the block shots for Claxton. He had 3 more, but 36 deflections.
Hammond's had 3 steals.
Yeah, we're not. That sounds, like I said to the players, deflection. Deflection stresses or stressing it is probably different for them. It's something I live by. in basketball, and we're not even close yet with that. I mean, we're blocking shots and getting some steals, but we're not even close to where we're going to be when we really, really understand how to play with more activity on the ball.
We talked to one of your frontline guys after the ball game, Rayshawn Hammonds, who had 18 points and 8 rebounds. He and we asked him about this, but he and Nicholas are really starting to develop a good relationship on the court, playing very well together.
I think so, no question. And Ray has been banged up. He got hurt a little bit in the Georgia Tech game, so he's been in and out a little bit of practice. Jordan Harris has been in and out a little bit of practice, so it's not like we're all the way where we need to be, but it makes a huge difference when Ray is playing the way that he is. And I thought for a guy that, like I said, who's been in and out with this, really did an excellent job, played a lot of minutes, very, very proud of what he's doing. He and Nick, they're such good friends. And we've got a unique situation when you've got bigs like that are gaining the skill that they are with being able to play away from the basket, with being able to defend. We've really got to look at right now, what do we got to do to defend better on the ball? Yeah. I'm going to reserve judgment till I see the film. I didn't think some of those were fouls, but when I'm debating with the refs, I just want to coach it better. So I'm arguing our defensive footwork, but I got to see it on film because we've got to get better. You've really, really got to defend the dribble in a league like this.
Is that are you talking specifically like Pipkins being able to
get
inside?
Well, yeah, we're a switching team. Yeah, so they're a downhill team. Pipkins loves to get to the basket. And we just got to do a better job because we have forwards that have agility, right? They're agile. They can move. And they can block shots. And we're very comfortable with them switching on to guards. We just got to get better at it. Everything for us right now is so just taking the next step in so many areas fundamentally, whether it's how we guard the dribble, whether it's we talked about with the deflections in our hand, pressure and activity. We started to rebound the ball with 2 hands tonight. That was better. You know, all the little things that you just got to continue to get better at in a season so that you don't have natural slippage from your fundamentals. You're going to have some slippage in games, but you don't want to have fundamental slippage. And that's what we've just got to continue to work and grow as a team.
Since we brought up Pipkins, Coach, I want to ask you about him and how much were we able to go to school on a player like that? I mean, he's a very talented guard. He drives. He's a terrific driver. He didn't shoot the 3 well tonight, but he got to the line a lot. How much does that help us prepare for guards that we will see in conference play?
I think it does. You guys might know better than me. I think it does. Like we're going to see Tennessee. They've got good balance in scoring. They have good guards, numerous guards. Schofield can play like a guard. There's so many different players on that team that can make plays. But the bottom line is you got to guard dribble penetration. And I think the fact that we held this team to 18, we held Georgia Tech down the way that we did. Alvarado took 20 shots. Pipkins took 20 shots. And so they really, between the two of them, I believe they went 10 for 40. I think I'm right on that. And they want to get in the paint. That's why we've got to keep getting better and better with our man-to-man defense, which is going to make our zone better, all those types of things. And I don't think there's any question when you guard a guy like Pipkins or you deal with Jonathan Laurent, some of those players, that those guys get you ready for what you're going to see. The trick in this league is you're just going to see a lot more of it because they have more guys that can do it.
Coach, do you feel good about the team? You've won 5 of your last 6. The lone loss to Arizona State by just a couple of points. And do you feel good about the momentum you've got as you head into
I love coaching these guys. I don't think you ever want a happy coach, right? I don't think anybody wants a happy coach, because the moment that you let your guard down is the moment that you could lose a little bit of an edge. And so am I happy with how they work? Absolutely. Do we compete enough on a daily basis? Do we really, really understand what we're capable of guarding and, like I've talked about, or the rebounding or talking on defense? No, we don't know that yet. So we've just got to keep pushing and pushing and continue to build our depth the best that we can with that, and the guys that are starting and playing. But I love working with these guys. I mean, that's not coach speak. That is reality. I love working with them. And I think the fact that we're getting these kind of crowds are showing that the people are excited not only about the future of the program, but they're excited about what's going on in the present. Because we're going to coach these guys in the present. I said, there is nothing about the future right now. This is all, we're giving them everything we have every day to be better now. And that's a lot of fun because it's a two-way street in that. And so, you know what I'm more happy about? That my brother-in-law, John Harbaugh, is going to the playoffs. That's what I'm happy about.
So we got one here in the building. And
yeah, we've got Jim here. It's not We feel heavy-hearted for Jim in a game like yesterday. We were there, and they're in our house, so we definitely would have liked to seen him win that. But us winning is good. But my brother-in-law, with all that he's dealt with in Baltimore, winning that game and going into the playoffs, that's even better.
That's terrific. And Scott and I, from now on, we're going to be happy with an unhappy coach.
Yeah,
that's we're going to learn to do that.
Hey, I'm not lying, right? I mean, I can say, oh yeah, I'm happy. That'd be a lie.
Right.
We want to keep getting better.
Okay.
But I love what I'm doing. I love who we're working with, and I love the fact that we've got so many fans that would come and support us like this. It just absolutely means a ton. No students here, and we're in a sellout. That is awesome. I mean, that is absolutely awesome. I appreciate everybody from top to bottom, all right, from front row to the top row that's here supporting this team.
Well, we're not lying either when we tell you Happy New Year, Coach, and we're looking forward to getting it going now in conference play and thrilled about the momentum we got going in.
Thanks. Well, you guys have a safe trip to New Orleans, and go Dogs.
Thanks, Tom. Congratulations. Thanks. Dogs win it 91-72 over Umass tonight. And Chuck and I will continue with the Regions Aaron's Locker Room Report right after this on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
How do you make a Barbasol shave even better? Use the Barbasol Ultra 6 Plus razor. With 6 ultra-thin, open-flow blades and a crafted metal handle for easy control, it's sure to give you that trusted, close, comfortable shave you've come to expect from Barbasol. Even better, you can now save time and money when you join the new Barbasol Shave Club. Go to Barbasol.com and use promo code SHAVE to save $3 off your order today.
Barbasol. Hi, Georgia fans. I'm Scott Howard here for UPS. Your customers want more from your business. You've got to make more happen, whether they're in Athens, Georgia, or on the other side of the world. Globally or locally, UPS is building solutions to help businesses give their customers exactly what they want. More. Made easy. UPS, official logistics company of Georgia Athletics.
This is the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network, brought to you by Mercedes-Benz Vans, built for you. The all-new Sprinter, built in the USA.
Hey Bulldog fans, it's time to wash your car at Swifty Car Wash, the official car wash of UGA Athletics. Now it's even easier than ever to keep your car clean with Swift Pass Unlimited Washes. For as little as $9.99 a month, you can wash as much as you need. No contracts, cancel anytime. Swifty Car Wash in Athens, Winder, and Atlanta. Find all locations at SwiftyCarWash.com. Score on every drive with Swifty Car Wash and Swift Pass Unlimited Washes, official car wash of UGA Athletics.
Hey Bulldog fans, with Aaron's, having what you want is much easier than you think. Because now you can lease to own all the brands you love in furniture, electronics, and appliances. Yes, all those things you've always dreamed of. At Aaron's, you don't need credit, and you have flexible payment options so you can pay little by little until you own it. Plus, delivery and setup are free, so you can just focus on enjoying. Visit us in-store or at aarons.com and discover for yourself how easy it is to have what you want. Certain restrictions apply. See store for details.
Dogs a winner tonight at home. Stegman Coliseum filled it up tonight. Sellout crowd, 10,523. Watched the Dogs win 91-72 over UMass. Our post-game locker room report brought to you by Regions and by Aaron's. Lease to own top brands in furniture, electronics, and appliances with no credit needed at Aaron's. And at Regions, some things are bigger than banking, like cheering for the Dogs every game day. So whether it's a celebratory selfie or a photo on campus, turn your favorite game day moment into a Regions Your Picks Studio Visa debit card. Order your card at regions.com/yourpicksstudio. Regions, official bank of the SEC. All right, our final game stats are brought to you by Northside Hospital Atlanta. And here they are. Georgia shoots 54% for the game, actually 53.8. I rounded up. 28 out of 52 from the field. Georgia hit 8 of 19 three-point shots, 27 of 31 from the foul line, 87%. That's astounding. 43-27, Georgia wins the rebounding war by 16. The Dogs had 12 assists on their 28 baskets, 15 turnovers, 4 blocks, 6 steals, Charles, make it Nicholas Claxton again. Sorry, I did that again. 3 blocks for Nicholas Claxton and 20 points and 11 rebounds. His 6th double-double of the year, 2nd in a row.
Charles wishes he could play like Nicholas.
Charles is getting a lot of airtime with us this year, and he hasn't played in 25 years here at Georgia. But his son is playing lights out right now and doing a stellar job for the Dogs. He got 32 minutes of court time tonight and was one of 4 players in double figures for Georgia. Rayshawn Hammonds also in double figures tonight, 18 points and 8 rebounds. He was 8 of 9 from the foul line. He had 3 steals in the ball game. Off the bench, Tyreek Crump contributed with 14 points. He was 4 for 6 shooting, 3 of 5 on three-pointers, 3 of 4 from the foul line. And Derek Ogbede in double figures with 12 points, 6 rebounds as well. And Derek had 4 assists on the night also. 4 of 9 shooting, 4 of 5 from the free throw line. The other scores for the Bulldogs included Tyshawn Hightower with 7 points and 4 rebounds. Turtle Jackson had 5 points in the ball game and a couple of rebounds. Everybody else off the bench. Torian Woolridge, 4 for 5 from the foul line to account for his 4 points in the game. Amanze Ngumeze had 3 points. Ty Fagan with 2. Ignas Sargunas with a couple of free throws late in the ball game with 2 points. Christian Harrison had 2 points. Jordan Harris had 2 points for Georgia's total of 91. For UMass, they shoot 42.5%, 26 of 61, 4 for 22 from three-point line, including 0 for 8 from Lawan Pipkins, their very talented guard tonight. He was 7 of 20, led the team with 22 points, but 0 for 8 from long range. 16 of 27, their numbers from the foul line, just 59% shooting from the free throw line. They were minus 16 on the glass. They had 8 assists, 9 turnovers, a block, and 6 steals. 3 players make it 4 players in double figures for the Minutemen, led by Pipkins with 22. Jonathan Laurent finished with 11 points and 7 rebounds. And Rashawn Holloway, the big guy, with 10 points, 2 boards. And Curtis Cobb off the bench with 10 points and 4 rebounds for UMass, now 7-6. Georgia with the win improves to 8-4, and we'll be in Knoxville, Tennessee on Saturday for a 3:30 tilt with third-ranked Tennessee. The Volunteers, I believe, what are they, 11-1 or 12-1, ranked number 3 in the country? They
just got the one loss.
They are 11-1 overall, second best record in the SEC right now. Mississippi State owning a 12-1 mark as we head into conference play this weekend.
I was just thinking, Scott, when Yonte Maton walked out of here for the last time, I thought, well, I used to refer to him as a walking double-double because it was something you could count on from him, virtually every night. And I thought it would be a long time before we see anything like that again. and here's Nicholas Claxton. He's not quite there yet, but he is darn close to being where you could call him a walking double-double, where virtually every time he shows up at the gym, he's going to get you double-figure points and double-figure rebounds, and he is so close to being that, and just a sophomore.
6 of them on the season so far, and leading the SEC currently in rebounds and in block shots. So a lot of work already in the books for Nicholas Claxton through 12 games this season.
Let's go to New Orleans.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, we've got a little football game coming up on Tuesday night. That'll be our next our next broadcast here on the network will be Bulldogs Live from New Orleans at 7:06 tomorrow night. 2 hours of Bulldogs Live from the team hotel. That's a very highly priced, expensive production. So you'll want to tune in for that. And then on Tuesday, our coverage of the Sugar Bowl, Georgia and Texas, will begin at 4:30 in the afternoon. That's Eastern time. And kickoff is getting closer to midnight every minute now. It's already at 8:50 Eastern time, and TV wants to push it another 10 minutes or so. So we'll see what time we get to kick off. It's going to be a late start on Tuesday night, but New Year's Day, what else you got to do but listen to the Dogs on the radio? We hope you will join us. And then back with basketball on Saturday at 3:05 for Georgia, Tennessee.
I'm in.
All right, Chuck and I are off for New Orleans, as is Adam Gillespie, our engineer tonight. Thanks to him for his work this evening. Cabell Philpott will continue the Regions Aaron's postgame locker room report from our Piedmont Healthcare Network studios. He is next. Our final tonight, Georgia 91, UMass 72 on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
Whether you're an elite athlete, in youth sports, or a weekend warrior, the Northside Hospital Sports Medicine Network keeps you in the game and ready for action. Our team of experts offers a full range of sports medicine services to prevent and treat injuries and improve performance. With 10 locations in the Atlanta region, the Northside Hospital Sports Medicine Network is in your neighborhood. For details, call 1-855-NH-SPORT. That's 1-855-NH-SPORT.
Indeed knows finding the right hire takes time away from your business.
Hiring a qualified data engineer felt like a second job.
More job seekers use Indeed than any other site, so there's no better place to find someone with the skills you're looking for.
I needed someone with a master's in computer science and database experience.
Plus, Indeed screener questions help you find your shortlist fast.
Now I'm back to having just one job.
See why more than 3 million companies worldwide use Indeed to hire. Post your job at Indeed.com/hire. Indeed, the world's #1 job site. Source ComScore total visits.
This is the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network, brought to you by Indeed, used by over 3 million businesses for hiring. Post a job today at Indeed.com/hire.
In the Southeastern Conference, we are driven by the quest for more. More titles, more NCAA records, but also more renewable energy sources for some of the nation's greenest campuses. For more partnerships with NASA, the NSA, and the UN. For more billions pumped into our state economies, our 14 leading universities know that no matter how much we achieve, we can always do more. Yeah, in the SEC, it just means more.
The holidays. At BMW, we want to remind you of some excuses to enjoy the ride home a little longer. If you're in the all-new BMW X5 with the upgraded navigation within iDrive 7.0, consider the detour excuse.
Hey Dad, ran into construction. Gotta take a detour.
Make the most of the road home. Hurry in to the BMW Road Home sales event to receive exceptional offers on select models now through January 2nd. BMW, the ultimate driving machine.
Proud sponsor of Georgia Athletics. Visit BMWATL.com for great offers. Go Dogs!
Welcome back inside the IMG Network studios, part of the Piedmont Healthcare Network studios. Georgia victorious over UMass, 91-72, the final score. Just one other game in the SEC tonight. Alabama gets its first conference win today on the road at Stephen F. Austin, 79-69. Number 2, Michigan, the only top 25 team in action today. They get a victory to stay undefeated at 13-0 now with their victory over Binghamton this afternoon, 74-52. When we return, we'll wrap things up, get you set for the big matchup in the Big Easy coming up on Tuesday night. Georgia victorious on the hardwood, 91-72 over UMass. Back after this on the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
We Dogs are known for always giving 110%, both on and off the field. But no matter how hard we work, we can't deny that getting sick is easy. Luckily, getting care is too. As the official healthcare provider of the Georgia Bulldogs, Piedmont is committed to getting us better. With urgent care, same-day appointments, virtual visits from your smartphone or desktop, and Piedmont Quick Care at Walgreens, they've got the care you need when you need it. Booking an appointment is only a click away, so for game day and every day, get better at piedmont.org/UGA.
SiriusXM brings you SEC college hoops like no one else. We've got 24/7 talk and analysis on SiriusXM SEC Radio from experts like Peter Burns and Chris Doring, as well as live play-by-play. So catch every dagger, dime, and drive in your car, online, or on the SiriusXM app. Or try us out for free with a streaming trial subscription and take your team with you anywhere you go. Get a free streaming trial at SiriusXM.com/SECSXM.
This is the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network, brought to you by AutoZone. Keep your engine light in check with the free AutoZone Fix Finder service that helps you troubleshoot the problem. Let's get you what you need. Get in the zone. AutoZone.
Hey Bulldog fans, with Aaron's, having what you want is much easier than you think. Because now you can lease to own all the brands you love in furniture, electronics, and appliances. Yes, all those things you've always dreamed of. At Aaron's, you don't need credit, and you have flexible payment options so you can pay little by little until you own it. Plus, delivery and setup are free, so you can just focus on enjoying. Visit us in-store or at aarons.com and discover for yourself how easy it is to have what you want. Certain restrictions apply. See store for details.
Home or away, win or lose, you are a die-hard fan, tethered to your team by a legacy of fierce ambition and unwavering pride.
At Ford, it's this kind of drive and dedication that pushes us to go further. With smart technology and innovative design, Ford gives you the confidence, comfort, and style you need for the road ahead. For great offers on Ford cars, trucks, and SUVs, see your local Ford dealer today.
One final time from the Piedmont Healthcare Network studios. I'm Cowboy Philpott with you as Georgia victorious tonight over Umass by the final score of 91-72. The basketball team in action to start conference play at number 3 Tennessee on the 5th of January, a 3:30 tip-off from Thompson Bowling Arena. But first, a little business to finish up on the gridiron. The Georgia Bulldogs, 5th ranked in the nation, take on the 15th ranked Texas Longhorns in the All-State Sugar Bowl, starting just after 8:45 p.m. on Tuesday, January 1st. 4 hours before kickoff will be the tailgate show with the guys, and they will walk you right up to kickoff between 5th-ranked Georgia and number 15 Texas from the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans on Tuesday, January the 1st. For our entire broadcast crew, I'm Cowboy Philpott saying goodnight, reminding you once again the final score from Stegman Coliseum. Georgia 91, UMass 72. Dogs on top.
You've been listening to the Locker Room Report, presented by Regions Bank and Aaron's on the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network. Today's coverage has been brought to you by Regions Bank, the official bank of the SEC. By Aaron's, leased to own top brands in furniture, electronics, and appliances with no credit needed at Aaron's. Barbasol, here's a no-brainer. Barbasol is making razors. Try the Barbasol Ultra 6 Plus today. And by State Farm, here to help life go right. Talk to an agent at 800-STATE-FARM. The executive producers of the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network are Tom Stoltz and Tim Pernetti. Associate producers Tom McDonald and Chris Ferris. Network manager Adam Witten. I'm staff announcer Carl Shannon. Special thanks to the University of Georgia, Athletics Director Greg McGarity, and to the staff and management of Cox Media Group. Georgia Basketball is an exclusive presentation of the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network, powered by IMG and JMI Sports.